are live. It is the livest we have ever been.
Pastrami time.
It's pastrami time. What is pastrami? We are live. Welcome to the Wandering House. My name is Ken. I'll be your DM for this evening. We just did our level up. Feel free to watch it on the YouTubes. Thank you for joining us at Twitch chat and for sassing our level ups. We appreciate you. We have Kian as Dash. We have Kyle as Eldrin. We have Rory as Eos. We have Busy as Hatsu, and we have John as Weslyn joining us today. And we have quick announcements. One, congratulations to Claire Obscura on winning Game of the Year, which sounds like a weird announcement, but it ties into something very nicely. We're running a giveaway for Claire Obscura, the deluxe edition on Steam specifically.
Nice.
For the Christmas period. So it'll run for a week-ish, a week from yesterday, I think. And it is going to finish the 24th at midday Irish time. Yes. And it's running now, and it's open to everybody except Flying Orc stuff. Sorry, guys. And yeah, anyone tied in as a player or anything like that, we can't win, basically. So get in there and win.
I quit.
We did. Okay, but this is a 30-day cooldown period, so you'll miss
a bingo where the organizers of the raffle actually won it. So it can't happen.
It can't happen. Not only can it happen,
we've all seen Father Ted.
It should happen. Yeah. But yes, the Discord. It is in our Discord. Thank you so much. And it is a good giveaway. You just have to be verified on the Discord server, which means you click a button that says verify, and most people already are because you do it when you join. Yeah. And then you click enter, and that's it. There's no other terms and conditions. I believe it's worldwide as long as Claire Obscura is available in your region. So it might not be. So you're responsible for knowing that. But we'll give you the code anyway, and maybe you can give it to a friend if it doesn't work for you. But most of the world can play Claire Obscura. I don't know what countries have restrictions. That's the only restriction that we know of, though. So that's what we were told.
Most of the world should have played it by now.
I haven't played it.
There you go.
I played it on stream, on Extra Play.
You did. You played an Extra Play a lot, and you said that it will be Game of the Year, and I said, no, and you said, yeah, and then you were right. And then Shroud looked like a fool, because he gets Dark Raiders. He did not look like a fool. I love you, Shroud. I'm just kidding. Right. I need to stop sassing people. I don't know. So, is that all of the announcements? Was that it? Was that our announcement? This is our last session. If not ever.
Just until after Christmas.
Yeah. Addendum. I should let that. I should let someone else do these announcements. This is our last session for the new year. We will be having pre-recorded content come up on Twitch next week, and it'll be on YouTube the week after. It is interviews and stuff, and we're going to film it, and it's going to be like the metagaming series or the Beyond the House series. Both.
Rory's eating a pepper.
No.
Rory's eating 10 peppers.
No.
He eats 1 pepper for every follow we get today, and he.
I would volunteer John for that, but John just does that anyway.
John literally, for every follow we get, he just eats a pepper. Yeah, it's wild. We don't even film it. It's just he just.
No, it just happens.
It gets boring after a while.
I appreciate the voice notes though.
Yeah, he's just screaming for like 7 minutes, just straight into the microphone. Yeah.
That's before the pepper.
That's before the pepper. Yeah, that's how he warms up for the pepper. All right, let's lock it in.
Yeah.
We will be doing the pre-recorded content just to have some stuff up because we love you and we don't want to leave you stuck without content and just be stuck with your families. That's crazy. And it will be back as normal in 3 weeks from now. So the 7th of January.
Yeah. Around the corner.
Just around the corner. It is. But we, if you're celebrating, we hope you have a great time. If you're not, have a great time anyway. If someone tells you you can't have a great time, just say we told you could. You have our permission. It's like a doctor's note. Yeah.
If you're having a bad day, just jump into the Discord, jump in one of the channels. We'll be around anyways.
Did not know where that was going. If you have a bad day, jump is a very bad advice.
Clip
the rest of that is great.
We're just clipping it there. Just cut.
Having a bad day, don't jump. We love you. Be here. Oh my gosh, let's just get started.
That clip will go hard on TikTok. Just using the sound.
Yeah. Who's a recap, please?
It's probably me.
Thank you.
I'll do it as Slate. Don't worry.
It fits. Automatically it fits.
Yeah, you wouldn't even know. He's really good at doing this thing. This will be brought to you by Overnight Oats. Oats, and they're overnight, and you have them in the morning. down dirty is sweet from last session because, you know, a lot of stuff happened, but we can kind of narrow it down to something nice and bite-sized. We opened with Hatsu and the remaining VIPs in Saganatoshi. And Hatsu saves Slate's bacon, and they skedaddle back into a retreat. Slate, being a little bit disoriented from his Khaleesi moment, setting himself on fire, first of his name, etc., is now some kind of undead ooze Slate. Saganatoshi is heavily overrun. King's forces have arrived. There's a mech. And Thrakar is beginning a mourning process. Asuka wants to finish the job. Hatsu's like, let's not do that right now. And they use the recall stone to go back to the Pearl. Meanwhile, Weslyn is measuring a horse and trying to do some stair math. Get a horse down some stairs. How do you get a horse down some stairs? And appears in a world far, far away. A psychedelic fever dream of a place where he meets a talking squirrel who lets him know that he's 800 years late for a event, a show, or something ticketed. It turns out there's some spare tickets, so Hatsu, Eos, and Eldrin come along for the ride, and they are super excited to be there and totally willing participants. And chaos ensues. There's a big production. There's a big show involving lots of actors, showcasing the lives of all of the various different party members and how they all intersect. And then the squirrel explains the universe to the party, which is a whole lot of lore, which I'm not going to get into because there was a lot of information, and I'm still personally, as a player, digesting all of that. But there's like lots of planets, and they're all moving away. There's some kind of schism, and it's bad. And turns out he needs Weslyn to fulfill a contract he had made, allegedly, 800 years before. And in order to do that, they need to make a new contract. We are now returning to the Pearl, given a week to consider the contract, return to caring for the people who have been brought to the Pearl, figure out what we're all going to do as a group, and then possibly go into the woods to have a dinner with said talking squirrel and a nightmare vine creature. There's also a 50% chance that people will all forget what they saw while in that squirrel hole. So given the 1 week grace period that the squirrel has granted the party, it is a useful moment for everyone to make use of the information that they have before they very likely forget all of it. And that was that.
Hell yeah.
Overnight oats.
Oh, yeah, we're good. That was good. Well done. That is indeed a recap. We have recapped.
Mm-hmm.
Where
the whole thing.
Where did we end? We ended at you guys just basically going, like, see you later, I'm out, kind of this place, and you have 1 week, right?
Basically.
Okay.
We have 1 week to set up the bomb, make your time, all your base will belong to us, kind of moment with talking squirrel guy.
Okay. In that case, as you step out of this sort of almost realm that you're in, things don't shimmer and shine the way they did. The colors aren't off like they were. The wind is cold. The sky is blue. The trees are dead. And there's a lot of people confused walking and emerging from a portal, one of which is Mr. Dash Heidman, who looks over to see Hatsu, Eldrin, Eos, and Weslyn sort of just standing together, not in the way that they were moments ago for him.
Are you all quite okay? You look befuddled is the word I would describe to you. What's happened?
You look like shit. Are you okay?
Me?
Yeah, you.
I mean, I was recently dead, I think, considering. Wait. Weslyn?
What?
When did I see you last? How?
Yesterday?
Have we done a time jump again?
No.
Here's the thing. I don't really know. It's possible. Time is relative.
Okay, run through the last 20 minutes for me.
Do you have more than 20 minutes to talk about it?
I do, but I'm not sure if I want to.
I'm tired of it. It was a time thing again. I'm over it. I'm just going to walk along the beach away from...
Okay, is someone going to explain to me what's happened? Why is Eldrin traumatized again?
It was a rough time in the portal for Eldrin, unfortunately. But look, we're all here. We should really get down to business and try and start helping these people.
We should... So
How are you feeling, Dash?
Ouch would be the word. Everything still hurts. Yeah.
You should check on
Although
your kids.
Shiny, and Dash just kind of unbuttons his shirt a bit. You can see the gold kintsugi in his chest.
Oh,
So that's going to take some getting used to.
how?
Points at Eldrin. Which reminds me, I need to properly thank him for... Did he save my life or bring me back from the dead? I'm not...
Both. 2 in 1.
That's a good deal. But yes, we should get to work on helping people. I haven't had much chance to explore myself, nor am I really capable at the moment. But just kind of looks back at the bastion. I do like what you've done with the place.
That was a lot of Hatsu.
No doubt, I can see it's inspired by him, all right.
I think it was more Remington's effort.
Oh yeah,
So-
Remington. We have to find him, I think. That's part of the plan, I think. We have to find Remington.
We should organize our priorities. I think the people that are here should be first, and plan our next steps beyond. We need food, shelter, etc. So that probably takes precedence over locating Remington, because I'm quite confident he can take care of himself.
I think you cut this here, right? I might look out for the bird lady so she doesn't get a shock.
Viralia, that was her name.
Yeah, she didn't strike me as the social type.
Exactly. And she thinks she's alone here. At least I have to warn her.
Probably for the best.
Tell those people to stay out of the woods too.
There's no woods.
Oh no, there's trees over there. Those count as woods. They may not be alive, but those are still off limits.
But what if we need wood?
Maybe the chipmunk can fix it.
Well, then you have the dead woods on that other side of the island. This side is forbidden.
Okay.
For now.
What
I
chipmunk?
think nobody wants to sleep in the dead woods.
I think go camping.
Dude,
guys.
it's not about sleeping, Natsu. It's protocols.
Regarding to... I'm gonna look for the bird lady.
Yes, we can push the woods down the list of priorities. I'll go check on Eldrin. Can one of you find out what type of craftspeople we have here, see what skills we have available, and then we can decide what resources we can allocate. Or should I do that and one of you go check on Eldrin?
You please do it, Dash, because
Okay.
I'll go deal with Angel Boy.
I'll go with Hatsu.
Okay. Fair enough. And I'll start just making general chit chat with the people that are here and finding out what skills are available to us. Carpenters, butchers, farmers, etc.
Okay. So, a majority of the people who were healthy and able were in the book. Most of the people here, as far as I know, are sick or children or elderly. So
A lot of them, yes.
unfortunately, there isn't that many in the way of being able to help. But I will say, because basically everybody who was able-bodied was shuffled into the book. That was like a specification. So, yeah, it's a bit tricky.
Yeah, there may not be any, but there might be one or two that, stayed with their families, etc., that kind of thing.
Go with investigation for me.
Investigation. I'm still exhausted, of course. Forgot about that. So it's a 7 on the investigation.
Damn, that would have been a good roll too. -10. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're having difficulty finding anyone. You can't really make it that far to search for people, unfortunately, so you're having difficulty kind of getting to that point. Yeah. You don't have to drink about it.
I think I'll get to a certain stage where I'm just like, when you're tired and then people start talking to you and you just get irritated by the sound of their voice for no good reason.
Wouldn't know what you're talking about.
Figured you wouldn't, yeah. But, sorry for giving everyone in the chat PTSD. So I think at that stage I'm just kind of like, oh, fuck this, and just kind of walk back into the bastion and just back into his room and just kind of close the door and sit there, head in hands for a bit before trying again. Probably just explain the situation to Lissa, who I assume is nearby as well.
Yeah. I would say she's
Take the kids off
probably...
her hand for a second.
Yeah, she's probably like in the bastion in your space too, because you guys only have really rooms for yourselves in there. There's a very, very cramped kitchen and one toilet, so... And it's the only toilet on the island, so good luck with that.
We can dig a hole.
Yeah. For yourselves and all the people who use the toilet, right? Yeah. No problem. Lissa would say... How did all this become your responsibility?
I think just by default, Eldrin is, I don't know, something's up. Eos, not really a people person. Weslyn, bit more of a people person, but he's got other things going on up there. And Hatsu, I dare not question, considering what he's gone through, but he's off to tell the lady we rescued from Ashrist that there's people here now, because she's also not a people person. But also it's the right thing to do.
You can barely walk. You're a new father. Is this really the best use of your skills?
There's no use of my skills right at this moment until I recover. I mean, I'd rather dedicate my time to you and these two.
Just don't do anything that prolongs your recovery.
You're right. half of me is no good to anyone.
Are there any doctors on the island? Are there any muscle, strength, people who can help?
Eldrin probably, but I'll give him his time. I don't know. They all seemed a bit put off. Fatsu mentioned something about a chipmunk. They weren't really forthcoming.
Yes.
So I suspect something's gone on.
When they come back, let's put some cards on the table and try and make a plan. As nice as this space is, it's not a permanent solitude.
It's no place to raise kids.
That is something I've been meaning to say too. We just haven't had the time.
Well,
When we were coming through, I got a good look at them. We can't bring them home.
they wouldn't be safe.
Yeah.
And not even outcasts the way things are going, they would be. I mean, their very lives would be at risk.
They will
Have you had
further
any
face
thoughts?
the same issues that Eos and Eldrin have followed.
We can teach them to hide well enough, but not for some years yet.
Do you remember when we got to Dagthorpe? The way that Ola looked at Eos?
Vividly.
This is their life. How do we protect them from that?
We have a group of supremely talented people here who can do tremendous good in the world. I'm hoping they can be the stones that start an avalanche of change. For the better, naturally.
But moving a mountain isn't something that's quick. No matter how big the avalanche, the mountain stays the same.
It's a long road, but unless we take the first steps, we'll never see the end of it. We
Yeah.
might not even live to see the end of it, but perhaps they will. I feel like that is our destiny here, the reason why we're tied in. I wasn't quite sure why I ended up at the Arcanum and stuck with these guys. Aside from the weird feeling of loyalty I had towards them, but it seems to be clear now that something's laid out in front of us.
Do you think Remington knew?
I don't know if he knew, but maybe he had a instinct about it.
He would be a good person to talk to. He was able to walk this world without a glance.
He took many glances, but I think most were too scared to follow up.
Perhaps. He did have a
The
very
powerful
warm,
always is.
warm presence, you know?
He did, but the powerful escape scrutiny no matter which way they're aligned. I mean, look at Harrow. She's a prime example. Powerful, clearly involved in magic and clearly tied into every levels of governance somehow. You can't tell me the people that run Scorchwood aren't experimenting.
I think the line that they cross isn't magic, though, is it? Like, is Slate inherently a magical being? Or is he
At that level, what's the difference to the lay person? They're not going to look at Slate and think, oh, that's science.
That's
And they look at Eos and say, oh, that's magic. I'm tired.
They seem to be sleeping. Would you like me to go in search of people who may be able to help?
Sure. Grab some fresh air. I'll lay down. I'll be here if they stir.
Good. I'll be back soon. She goes to pick up her belt with like her daggers and stuff on it, and then she sort of just leaves it. She realizes that she's not in a place where she needs to be surrounded by blades and protection. This is something safer than that. So she walks out the door and dies. No, she walks out the door and she
walks out the door and all Dash hears is, well, shit.
No, she walks out the door and she goes in search of anyone who can help. I'll switch over to... I'll go to Eldrin. You're walking on the beach, son. What's going on? What are you doing?
Just taking in the sea breeze, just kind of looking down at the sand, not fully down looking at my boots dragging through the sand, but I'm just aimlessly walking along the beach and just processing everything that had happened. And before I continue talking, I want to ask DM,
That's me.
the whole 50-50 forgetting thing, is this...
No, you're good. You remember
good for now? I remember right now, cool. So he's just processing different things and this whole deal and how it just felt so weird and so off, and things that he's learned about the world, the universe, and different beings, etc. Just processing all this information, and then he stops for a moment as he remembers when he asked the little magician squirrel dude that he was asking him about the two kids, and there was something he mentioned that almost like clicks and snaps in Eldrin's mind, and he just turns and looks around to see where Dash is, or Alyssa, or the kids.
Yeah, if you look towards the bastion, you'd see Weslyn walking towards you, and you would see that Alyssa is probably... Yeah, we can say at this point she's just coming out of the building. That's fine.
Weslyn, obviously being right close to me, I'd probably stand there and just see where he's going or what he's doing, and wait for him to get to me.
Yeah, he's approaching you.
Approach.
I don't even say anything. I'm just looking at him approaching and just kind of smirk, not grimacing, but kind of just like a, hey, yeah, hi, kind of smile.
Come with me, Eldrin. We should talk.
I want to wait to see if he goes somewhere.
Heading towards the woods, the tree line.
Gonna hesitate for maybe 2-3 seconds and then follow, but kind of a, why does he want me to come over here kind of thing. But once we get towards the tree line, I'd be silent up until then, and I would eventually say, where are we going and why are we going somewhere?
I have to show you something.
Okay, sure.
And I'll lead him into the tree line, not stopping to do any sort of offering or protocol or anything here. Eldrin's already paid a price not too long ago, and these woods are not yet alive, but he's also with me. It's fine.
As you walk through, you look at this wood that is basically almost kind of white, because it's just dead wood. There's rotten bark on the ground that's turning more into mulch. There's no sticks or leaves or crunch beneath the ground. It's just dirt. There's no grass. There's no plants. There's no seeds. There's nothing. The very spark of life has been pulled from this island.
Take him to the area where there potentially still is a pond, a hole, some dead alien plant life, and a table with 2 chairs. And Weslyn will sit at one end of the table and gesture to the other end for Eldrin.
The space where the water once was is there, but it's more rugged and a carving of the land itself. There's no water that fills it. There's nothing. There's a small puddle of mud at the bottom of it, more than anything. There's no fish. There's no wildlife. There's no birds chirping. There's no waterfall. It's just some dirt in a hole. Some rocks around it. It looks like a long time ago something beautiful was here.
Have a seat.
Sure. I sit down.
You seem really overwhelmed by all of these things, Eldrin. Confused, maybe?
Yeah.
Why?
You know, since the day I left my home, there's always been something. It's always non-stop. There's never been a day, I think, where someone's not almost dying, someone's not killing someone, or something is not trying to gain an extra step on me or us in some capacity. And it's kind of tiring. It's kind of weird. It's kind of strange. How is there so many things going wrong all in one place, all at one time? How is there so much of this that I never knew about when I was so young? And here I am now on this island. So much has gone wrong. We're talking to squirrels. That's, granted, not the weirdest thing I've ever done. I brought someone back to life. I never knew I could do that. He died. I'm a bit shook. I've learned out that somewhere in my bloodline, there's people from off this planet and or something. That's a lot to take in. I've learned a bit about everybody and everyone's learned a bit about me. It's just a lot sometimes, and honestly, I've never had to process so much in my life. It's a little bit. And I used to always talk to my parents about things and used to write things down. Do you know, I've not journaled at all. And maybe that's the problem. Maybe I need to start taking my time to do my little things and working on me a little bit.
Fair. It's always the upside that you'll potentially forget all of this in a few days. Listen.
Look, see, there we go. That's the thing. It's people playing with my emotions, people playing with what I know and don't know. That's when did that become a normal thing? Has that always been a normal thing for you? If so, respectfully, I will accept that. For me, that's never been a thing. People playing with my mind, me talking to people in my mind, that's never been a thing for me.
That you can remember. You serve a god, right? You serve a god? Tempestus, you call him?
Yeah. Yeah.
There are no great works of Tempestus, no strange powers of Tempestus that have led his followers to strange places to do impossible things. But he's never called anyone to his service when there is a need.
You know, it's different when you read something in a book or you read tales of things and then witnessing it yourself.
I'm sure
Me bringing back a friend, that is something that even if I had someone teaching me how to do that, I don't think I would have been ready for it in that moment. Imagine those two kids having no dash. I don't think I could live with myself because of that, because I just never done it. I'm grateful he's here, but it's just a different thing from reading about it and doing it. I've read 100 times about people killing people. I've seen people kill people. Have I ever done it? No. It's different.
I assure you, not a single saint ever wanted to be in the position that they're in. But here you are, and you have a role to play. And we, I must admit, are closely tied. More so than I was expecting. And he's going to tap at the table to call the fox, call Chicken up to stand on the table.
Chicken jumps up and sits down on the table and in front of both of you, kind of a little wag of the tail to confirm their presence and they accept it.
I was going to do this myself, but I think that perhaps it would be helpful to have you around. I think there's a reason why you're here. We could both learn something here together. And in the interim, how you remember, well, I remember. Maybe I can help you understand some things that are confusing you.
Yeah. I'm just not venting how I'm feeling. I'm just keeping everything so tightly wound up that's it. I have to walk along the beach, process things, mentally just go through it. I don't know if anyone else does. Everyone has their own thing. But for me, it's just, I like just being outside. I used to like walking through different places and different things to just breath of fresh air, just get it out. I'm sorry for ranting. I'm sorry for giving out. I'm sorry for stressing you if I have been, but this is just me. I need to process things sometimes.
Everything as it's supposed to be at the moment. There's no worries there. Several sigils, they're divine sigils, and they're old, appear along the length of the table. One for every god, except for one. Laid out, bright, large, glowing. They just manifest along the length of the table. Mm-hmm. And Weslyn turns to look at the fox and asks, Chicken, if you wouldn't mind, I'm sure you understand what these mean. Who are you bound to?
Chicken hops off the table and brushes against your leg.
Not the answer I was expecting. Chicken, where do you come from? Any of these?
Chicken just sits next to you. Aware of the table, but not moving closer.
Blink twice if you understand me, Chicken.
Chicken blinks 3 times.
Here's where you come in, Eltrin. You got that fancy tongue of yours. The planetary tongue. Celestial tongue.
Okay.
Maybe you could ask him.
I just kind of like throw both my hands on the table.
When
I
you
just
do,
look
the
down.
symbol of Tempestus begins to glow.
I go to turn to Chicken and say, "Hey," and then as that glows, I just kind of look at it, and I look back at Chicken and say, "Sorry, what do you want me to ask?"
Who sent Chicken? Who is he bound to? If he's like you, very likely he has a master higher than myself.
Fair. Kind of put my hands like this on the table and like lean over, and I'm looking and I say, "Chicken, do you have a master?" As I just still stay kind of like this, waiting for any kind of reaction.
Chicken. Are you saying this in common or in Seraphic?
I'm going to try common first.
Okay. So
Just
in your everyday tongue, you speak to Chicken, and Chicken does not doesn't particularly acknowledge you, not in the sense that they don't know you're speaking to them. They do look at you, which I guess is a form of acknowledgement, but nothing beyond that scope.
cool. Yeah. With no reaction, I'll then say in Seraphic, I would say, yeah, I'll just repeat the same thing in Seraphic. I was trying to think of something fancier to say, but I'll just repeat the same thing.
Yeah. You speaking Seraphic is not something that is done lightly. There are those who know the language, but those who know it don't know why they know it. You speak Seraphic to Chicken, but the reaction is not quite what you would expect. First, all of the symbols begin to glow. Secondly, the nature around you for a split second begins to glow as well, and almost like static from a TV. It's suddenly there's nature and then there isn't.
Right. Okay.
The clouds themselves open. The sky bleeds light onto you for a moment, and it goes behind the clouds once again. Chicken's fur goes from an orange hue to a white one, and back to an orange hue. And Weslyn, it feels like your heart is beating in a way that you wouldn't have ever felt in your life before. Something so divine. It channels the blood in your body. You feel it on your skin. That language carries weight to it. Now, I'm fairly certain it's not the first time Seraphic has been mentioned or spoken around some of you. But coming from Eldrin, it carries a different weight. It usually does when it's a native speaker. You don't know why, Eldrin, but this was your first tongue. Every day is not your first language. when you speak to Chicken, there's a different level of comprehension, of understanding. But there's still no response. Instead, Chicken moves towards you and almost does that pose that dogs do, that kind of stretch, downward dog kind of stretch. Another way of looking at it is a bow.
When Chicken does that, and I just to clarify, both me and Weslyn noticed with the woods around us and everything how nature looks. Was both of us noticed that, or just myself?
No, it's obvious. It's not. That's not a
Cool.
psychological thing. That's a physical manifestation of you. Yeah.
Cool. So I was like this when I started, and then as this all would have started to unfold, I would have kind of like sat back and upright, kind of a what is going on? Like, this is super confusing to him, but also kind of a like, these things are happening for a reason. But I just turned to Weslyn and say, I don't know if he's symboling something to me or to someone I follow, but that doesn't seem like some kind of no, I don't follow anybody or have any kind of master to me.
Wesley's just grinning. It's like almost a half wild grin at Eldrin. He shakes his head and he says, no, the test was for you.
What kind of test?
The symbol glows
If you-
further.
Your nature. You wound up in this, Eldrin. You are wound up very deeply into this.
Yeah, I get that feeling sometimes.
Why do you think that they're after you then? It would be a good reason, right?
You know, I originally thought it was just because, oh, there's a strange looking dude with strange looking eyes. That's all I thought. I'm beginning to think it's more than that. I'm beginning to think that there's a lot more than that.
Do you ever dream about a place that you've never been, but you go there often? A recurring dream?
It's been a long time, Eldrin. But you used to dream of a temple. A space where knowledge and power were contained. The halls almost seemed endless. Not in the sense of something that has length to it, but in the sense that something that has the ability to change to whatever you need it to be. But that dream always ended when you were confronted by a figure. A silhouette with blue glowing wings. You haven't thought about that in a long time.
As Weslyn asks me, I kind of, the way I'm sitting here now, I kind of just have my hand on my face. And I'm not staring at Weslyn, but kind of just just gazing towards him, like my eyes are not focused. Yeah. It's been a while, but yeah, there is one. that I can think of. But what relevance does that have?
A lot of relevance, Eldrin. I'll explain it later. It's difficult to explain with words.
You've mentioned dreams many a time. I kind of thought it was a bit weird. Again, I'm learning more and more about everybody every day, but you understand dreams better than everybody else. Am I right?
Understand is perhaps not the right word to use. I am familiar with them.
You're more familiar than everybody else. Would there be any reason why someone might not dream as often, or maybe any reason why I would have a repeated dream all the time?
It's in the blood. But I also think that there is something as a result of this breaking, a loosening of the current, cracks in the wall. People are slipping through. Like I slipped through.
What do you
I
mean?
want to test that. Imagine a box full of fish.
Mm-hmm.
Glass on all sides.
Right.
The fish are not aware of the things going on outside them. They don't know what's in the other room. They only see what's inside their box.
Okay.
The box cracks. And water flows through this box. And the smallest of the fish find their way along the flow of that water into some other place that they are unfamiliar with. Most of them die. But if that place is filling more and more with water, then they can survive. And they can move through that water to other boxes. But they're all leaking water. Soon they'll all be dry. And all that remains is one giant, vast ocean. Endless ocean.
And you're the little fish.
I am a little fish. So are you. I want to try something, Eldrin.
Yeah,
Tonight.
sure.
Come back out here tonight.
Just us?
Just us.
Hmm. Okay. Look, I don't want to be part of any deals or anything that happened in that portal. I don't want to be part of that at all.
This has nothing to do with any deal, with any force that I am connected to.
Okay.
But I have something to show you. I think it's something you're supposed to see.
Okay. Okay. If you're reassuring me it's not to do with that other stuff, then sure, I can be here tonight.
Very well. I wouldn't linger in the woods for too long on your own. But enjoy your walk. I have business to do here.
I think I'll leave you to your business, and I think I'll actually head back. Do you know, actually, I don't think I'll be in the woods on my own. I think I'll actually wait for you.
Very well.
Yeah.
I will come
Things
get
like
you.
that kind of make me feel uneasy. Like, don't don't linger in the woods. Like, there's nothing here, but also you know the woods better than me. So, yeah, look, I'm gonna go.
One thing I've learned in my swimming, Eldrin, is that it may not necessarily be probable, but it doesn't mean it's not possible. Like they say, time is relative.
Yeah, it sure is these days. Yep.
Enjoy your walk, Eldrin.
Just gonna get up, and as I walk away, I kind of just put my hand up as a, yep, thanks.
Meanwhile, after ascending the ridges of the mountain while all of this occurred, we join Eos and Hatsu.
Who knew? She lives so high up, Hatsu.
We haven't found her yet. How can you be sure that he lives here?
I would hope she's up here.
Just because she has wings? I wouldn't expect something like that said by you.
No, I'm just not used to climbing. Ooh.
Why did we actually climb? I didn't
I don't
even
know.
recognize it.
You went this way, and I said, fine. And ooh, here we are.
Oh, I thought we might have a better look from here. And he looks over the terrain in the attempt of finding Varelia.
Yeah. Not too far from here, just on the edge of a ridge, is what looks like a small building cobbled together from broken sticks, pieces of wood, small components, and mostly mud.
Nice.
Varelia of the broken glade.
You're greeted quite quickly by almost what feels like a gust of wind. And as you turn to face her, you see her gliding down towards you from up above.
Well, nice to meet you again. How you doing?
I thought I was to be left alone.
Yeah. We had to kinda evacuate my home city. There was a lot going on. Slaughter and stuff. And they were hurt and starved, and I just wanted to give you a heads up that these people will mean no harm to you.
There's a lot.
I know.
120.
More like 400, 500 something. There's more sealed in the book. But
Oh, yeah.
And where is it you think that they shall live?
oh, I think most likely around the bastion, but we haven't figured out yet how to make them shelter, because everything is dead. We have some food with us, but it was an urgent escape. They would have died otherwise.
So there was a deal made when I stayed here. Are you not now breaking the terms of this? It feels broken.
Why do you think that?
I have seen what people will do when they say but they mean no harm. They always mean harm.
Aurelia, I can't heal the wounds that people have done to you. But a promise is a promise. I swear, by my life, nobody will do harm to you on this island, or they will pay with their lives.
Make a persuasion check.
Percy-wazy. Kind of getting into it, you know. With a 14.
Nice. And what is it that gives you the authority?
My family name has a lot of weight where I'm coming from. These people trusted me with their lives, a little bit like you did. I feel responsible for them, and I couldn't let them die. I hope you understand that.
So this is the box where you keep all your broken toys?
This is more like the island that it's supposed to become, how every island should be.
You helped me. I'll give you this chance. But if they come for me, I will come for them.
And I will stay by your side coming for them.
Good. Then we shall see. And with a massive flap, straight up into the air and straight across the sky.
She's so cool.
A wounded soul. I hope we can help her someday heal some of those wounds.
That's true. Mud and sticks, though.
Clever idea.
Mm-hmm.
Like a little clay house.
Mm-hmm.
We should try that, I guess.
Something we could look at.
Can you do some voodoo to help it hold together?
No, actually, a lot of my magic is kind of destruction. I could shoot fire at the clay to solidify it, though.
So kind of baking it.
Yeah, we can make a kiln, I guess.
But a kiln is used to make coal.
True, but you could also use it to turn wet things into less wet things. Quickly.
Alright.
By the way, Hatsu, I don't know if we should tell Dash and Slate and eventually Major about, you know, what we saw and experienced in Vedantas.
Why?
It's a bit weird.
Why?
I don't think they'll believe us. Honestly.
And why is that?
Scroll at the top, Pat. Circus.
See,
You turning into dragon, no problem at all. Anyone will believe that. But
I have one question for you. Do you think the bee is real?
yeah, I saw her. Yes.
Do you think she looks like a bee?
Very bright. Yeah.
See, most of the time, when there's something that is so huge that our brains cannot understand it, we kind of get a simplified version to not get overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
Like you tell stories to kids with a certain narrative. You don't make it complicated. You don't use a lot of math. You use simple examples.
Yeah.
That's what the bee is. A simplified example.
Oh.
That's what the squirrel was. Simplified example.
Something that we can understand right away. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because according to Top Hat Squirrel Person, your bee is higher up the ladder than it is.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean something in the whole thing. You see, everyone and everything has its part.
That's true.
And if there are entities that help to put the pieces together for the bigger picture, that's great. But the tiles are needed.
Yeah. Yeah. I suppose if we keep a secret from them and then they found it later on and, argument.
I would just advocate for, if we don't want people to have secrets, we shouldn't have secrets if not necessary.
Yeah.
I still try to get my head around how Dash could produce 2 so cool babies.
See, the thing is, between the Arcanum and our journey
Must
to
be
Dag-
Alyssa's blood, though.
Must be, because he didn't have that much opportunity to go. Yeah.
Might be the same thing that my mother witnessed.
What did your mom witness?
Haven't you seen my older brother?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
That was a test. I've never shown you my older brother. Nor did you know that I had an older brother.
I didn't know, but I'm just guessing that he's like you, but slightly different. Because Boreal's also
No.
your brother, and he's very different.
But he's adopted. That's different.
Oh, okay.
Wait, you didn't know that?
No,
Did you think I have secret wings under my suit?
hard to tell. You move so fast, and you go between the trees.
Do you think I have a beak under the mask?
Wouldn't fit.
I wouldn't mind the claws, though.
Would be cool,
be cool.
cling onto stuff. Yeah. I have a question, Hatsu. How are you?
How are me?
Well, we just got back from Saigon and Toshi. How are you doing?
I don't know. I just witnessed how my older brother killed my father. And I didn't know that I had an older brother.
Wait, what?
I always thought it was my worst enemy.
Dad?
But
Sorry,
now
what
he's
happened?
my older brother.
What happened to your
And
dad?
he beheaded my father.
Hatsu, I'm so sorry.
It's not your fault.
No, but my condolences, my friend. I didn't know this.
The strange thing is, he volunteered for it.
Ooh.
Almost
sits down.
like it was a debt or something. Normally
Really?
you only do that if you feel guilty and you want to make a clear cut with it and pay back for the suffering somebody has witnessed.
Okay.
I have to talk to my mother. And somebody has to take care about all the people. And somebody has to take care of the people get out of the book.
One step at a time, Hatsu. But
A step at a time, you're right. And you see how Hatsu kinda makes a few steps and he just jumps off the hillside.
oh, great! Now I have to walk home. I'm on my own. Okay. You picked up the rapier with the compass, and she's like, "Right, southwest."
I mean, you would still see him, but instead of climbing down kinda slow, he would jump down like 30, 40 feet, then like get the trajectory and jump another 20, 30 feet down, like in a fashion if it would be normal. Like almost like Mary Poppins with the umbrella,
Yes.
kind of with ease, like
Mary Poppins,
like
y'all. Yeah.
all kung fu movie kind of shit.
Yeah. You're making
that's-
leaps that look normal, but through greater distances. Yeah. And
As
landing
Eos
quite
tries to-
elegantly.
Make her way down the hill. She just shouts, "See you later, Varelia!" As she slowly navigates down with the compass.
Australia is about 9 kilometers away from you now.
Doesn't matter. She's still going to shout.
I know. Okay. Yeah.
9
you
kilometers.
shout.
How far can Hatsu see? Holy crap! That's the ISS.
It's a clear day. No, she's not that far away. I don't even know if the island's that big, to be fair. You both make your way back down. I would say at this point, like, you'll see, I suppose Eldrin at this point, you'd probably be back at the sort of bastion area. I think we'll just bring sort of everyone in. More or less the group is together. Like, Dash, you're in on your bed. Weslyn, you're over at the table. Aldrin, you're at the bastion itself, and Yus and Hatsu, you're coming back. But for the most part, you're together and things are busy. There's a lot of people, but you're calm.
Hatsu would kind of go around and try to assemble people in order to make them listen to how we further proceed. And he would grab the 5 tents that they have from the backpack, and he would ask Eos, Eldrin, and Weslyn, well, it's not much, but I think we should use these as kind of first aid facilities for the ones that need like medical treatment or something.
Mm-hmm.
Just not a lot we can do, but Eos and me, we did see how the bird lady did kind of a shelter with like sticks and clay, and we thought it might be a good idea to try to do something as well. So we have food for a few days. We have to tell the people that they have to basically half or third the rations to make them fit longer. We have to use those days to make like basic shelter for the people. And then we have to catch a shit ton of fish, I guess.
I'll do my best. But the
And I think-
shelter is a good idea.
There might be people that can help. But when we started that, Eos, I need your help. You kind of have to reach into the book, I guess. You have the most experience. I just want you to talk to Vatheros and I want to know if they are all right.
I'll do it for you. Eos puts Mouse Ducky down on the ground, just like a few feet away. Oh, all right, Hatsu. Where's this book?
I think Dash has it.
Oh, why? Okay.
Dash is in his room.
Right. Okay. Eos takes a deep breath and slowly walks towards the bastion.
He would kind of go in the middle of where people circle to hear the news. I assume it would be quite a few. So he speaks a little louder naturally, but he tries to not use his military tone, but more like I'm your friend, don't worry tone. If he can do that, I'm not sure. People of Saigo Notoshi, you trusted me with your life to go through, and I hope you're doing right. We're gonna set up a few tents here next to the bastion to assist anybody who might need more medical assistance. We have to create basic shelter in the next few days in this area here. We will try to build something with sticks and clay since the woods have died out here. I want to urge you, please, you have to ration down your rations. We have to make them hold as long as we can until we have basic shelter and we were able to get some fish from the ocean. We will further prolong to get the rest of the people out of the book. And we will also find ways to help this area grow again. If anybody is proficient with these kind of things, even if you wounded or tired or starved, almost starved, please still let us know if you have any knowledge how we can kind of turn these lands into land that will provide again. We don't know what happened here specifically, but we try to work on that. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask Ayame, Asuka, or one of us. One last thing. Before we went, I told you that there's entities living here that are under our security. These are friendly entities. You don't have to fear them. You don't have to shame them for how they look like or whatever. They are refugees like we are. And I demand all your respect towards them. And if you find kindness in your heart, please show them that not everybody in this world is hateful. Domo arigatou gozaimashita.
I'm going to get you to make a persuasion check with advantage. And I'm going to give you an extra 5 to the roll.
Oh, that is a 16.
Okay. There's a bit of trepidation as the idea of something that maybe is an unknown entity and they have to respect no matter how they look and stuff like that. There's a bit of trepidation in that, but when they hear your confidence and your sort of charisma, as it were, shining through, they naturally are drawn to that. Damn it, you're a Toshitsugu. You know?
Would he picked up on that some people are kind of hesitant and kind of some
Yeah, there'd be a general murmur through the crowd that gives that away. Yeah, it wouldn't be like it's not a secret.
all right. So he would start to get the tents out of the backpack and kind of would start to build like basic shelter. And he would also talk to Ayame and Asuka to kind of put all the rations that they picked up, put them into the kitchen and the bastion, so they have an easier time to see how much is left there, how much rations they give out each day for each person, and stuff like that. Yeah. So he would try to really organize that the rations hold as long as possible until they get like basic shelter going and some fish maybe. And he would try to encourage people to basically supplement the rations with like fish and stuff they can find.
While this is happening, I will go back to Weslyn first. And then, yeah, we'll go from there. I'll jump to Weslyn first.
Back out of the woods at his table, he waves away the illusion of the symbols, though making note that they did things that weren't under his own command, which is weird, but not any weirder than things normally are, I guess, with Weslyn's universe.
The Weirdering Isles, yep.
Yeah, super weird. Place is weird. Weird boy, weird people, weird things. He spends a good hour, I think, reviewing the area, reviewing the space, looking at the dead plant matter surrounding the hole in which he crawled out. The plant that doesn't belong here, the plant that not too long ago some blue genie said something about gods. He tries to wrap his head around that. Still falls into his universal theory at the moment. All checks out. Everything here checks out. Everything is coming into place as it should. He'll make his way back towards the bastion. One last glance back over his shoulder as he centers his mind and his focus on what must be done tonight. Where he must go.
It's been a long road for Weslyn, but like you've always had this eerie sense of being watched, but tonight you don't. It feels like the woods aren't watching. It feels like there's no eyes on you. There's no expectation. There's just silence and quiet reverie.
Which is exactly what he was hoping for. At the very least, Squirrel Creature is upholding his end of this temporary agreement, which is good for showing that they can be trusted to a degree. We'll put that to the test, I'm sure, in the next couple of days. First, a meal. and to reconnect with the party. That's what Weslyn will do.
In your preparation, you are setting up the table. The symbols are gone.
Mm.
And you're establishing and setting up the table. Chicken lays under the table and remains there, resting.
He doesn't come with me.
Not this time.
I'll pause at the edge of that clearing and go back to the table, go under the table, and sit with the fox quietly, like he sat with that bee that one time. Not really with any expectations, just kind of being in each other's company. Not going to bother the fox for now. But everything is a sign of something. There's always a connection to a longer thread, no matter how subtle the thing. Anything that's different, outside the norm, is something. It's clear he should sit and wait. So he will.
Eldrin, you gently knock on a door. Dash, you are startled awake by a gentle knocking on your door.
I think Dash, to be fair, probably wouldn't have actually fallen completely asleep because
With 5 exhaustion?
pain. Well, yeah, with a lot of pain, kids, he's kind of in and out. He would have taken to kind of sketching his journal to try and help get to sleep, to just kind of
I'll
ease
say
the
that
brain,
you're
overtired brain.
gently eased awake because I'm trying to put you in a resting state and you're trying very hard to not let me do it. But I will say that you fell asleep doodling.
Man, I was.
You were drawing. Yeah. But yeah.
It's kind of wake up and just like check the kids and then door.
Kids are good kids. They don't really cry too much. They seem to be resting for the most part. They're stirring a little bit in a sense that like restlessness is about to come. But the list of things that they may need goes on, and there isn't exactly a 7-Eleven down the street that you can go get a diaper bag. So there are things that'll need to be done here that we might gloss over slightly in this campaign.
Just assume those things happen.
Yes.
Yeah. You don't want that gritty realism, trust me.
No, we're going gritty realism, but I'm looking for like Game of Thrones grit, not poop cleaning grit. Although last season might have been a fine line. So with that, you whatever you're doing, you get a knock on the door.
Cool. I'll get up. I'll go to the door and open it. Eldrin. Oh, so good to see you.
Hey, yeah.
You look troubled.
I have questions, but I know you need to rest, and I know.
Don't worry. Come in. Have a seat. Well, you sit on the bed. Let's talk. I'll always have time for you, regardless.
Yeah. Look, I won't keep you long, but
Eldrin,
I will. Yeah.
I owe every minute I have. I owe to you. Give me as long as you want.
he just hugs Dash. He's like almost tearing up, but he like just hugs him.
Okay, still a bit sore.
You take his one
Was-
remaining hit
was
point.
It's okay, I'll cure him. It's fine.
Oh, look, he's cocky now. He casts Revivify once and he's like, oh, Mr. Big Shot.
Try to go for the hat trick.
Dr. House here.
Except Dash has the cane. All right.
And he had lupus.
Eldrin, go ahead, sir.
So he just hugs Dash, and he just then kind of sits back and just, I don't know what I would have done with myself if I couldn't have brought you back.
You would have carried on, Eldrin. You would have continued to do wonderful work,
Yeah, but
help people.
it would have
There's a-
broke me.
Like a darkness hanging over you.
It's
Not regret, it's doubt.
it's just uncertainty, and I didn't mean to ignore you on the beach. I just needed to clear my thoughts. Look, what happened in the portal was another miniature version of the book, where
I see.
time for us, as Weslyn politely put it, is time is relative. For you and everyone, you walked through a portal, you appeared on a beach. For us, I don't know how long we were gone or exactly what the situation was, but we were elsewhere. And there is a deal or some kind of promise or contract being agreed or struck up with Weslyn and whoever decides to join him with he kind of just seems kind of confused, but he's not confused, but he's like, this is so stupid to try and explain to him, but he just kind of puts his head on his hand and he just says, with a squirrel with a top hat. And I know that seems, and he looks over at the kids and goes, it seems batshit crazy, but nothing's
Eldrin,
really
this is-
batshit crazy.
Wesley, we're talking about that seems par for the course, to be quite honest.
Exactly, but look, to me that's a bit out there. But yeah, that's happening.
Eldrin, I was dead less than 48 hours ago. Nothing's off the table anymore.
Pretty sure we're dead like 3 hours ago.
Eldrin, I was dead like 3 hours ago.
Yeah, honestly, that's why I just feel a bit emotional. I feel a little bit overwhelmed. There's just always something. Like, it's not your fault, but you could have not died. That's not your choice, but because I don't know the ins and outs of everything. But look, I now know how to do something that I never done before.
Things keep happening to you, Eldrin, and to us because they're meant to. We're meant to learn from them and grow from them. There is a spark of destiny about this group and you in particular.
Do you not get tired of it? Like, look at you. You went over the brink, and now you're back on the edge of it.
I have
And look at your chest. Look what I've done to you. I'm glad you're here, but look how I've marked you.
I've never been more exhausted in my life, but what's the alternative? We stop, go live normal lives. That's an option for some of us, for sure. I could go back to Balparoth. Well, not anymore, but I could have gone back, carried on what we're doing. But you see what happens in the world. You see what the Archon does. You see what Thrakar does. And we have the opportunity to do something about those. Because when things happen and people like us have the ability to do something about it. If we choose not to, those things happen because of us. I want to show you, Eldrin, how I see you. And Ash goes to his journal and flicks to the drawing he had been making.
As he's flicking, I say, if you pull out a mirror, Dash Hideman, I swear.
Not yet that vain. I drew this for you. He gently tears out the page and hands it to Eldrin. And what you see is kind of a shadowy figure in the background with these golden goggles in the front, and there's kind of almost like runes out the side with like beats of the heart and a hand reaching up and not yet finished inscribed at the bottom.
Oh, that's sick. Eldrin doesn't say that.
Thanks to you, I'm still here. You were quite literally my hero. And you're not finished yet. I feel, my friend, that you've barely begun.
You know, growing up as just me in my house, I always wondered what it would be like to have a brother or a sister or someone. And for you to say that I'm your hero, and I almost feel like you're that big brother that I have that always gets in trouble and does the shit that I then learn not to do. That's how it feels. And for you to say you're proud of me, and I'm your hero. I thank you.
You're welcome. Remember, you always have the choice to not be the hero, but I don't think that's a choice you'd enjoy making.
No. When did you have time to do this? This is amazing. This is fantastic.
It's years of compulsive doodling, I guess.
Well, I don't think you need me to tell you, but don't stop doing that.
Actually, Kaelora seemed rather interested in this. I wonder why.
Look, to keep interested in this in particular, the goggles, your daughter.
Yes.
You mentioned Palparot and that you can't go there, but also something was mentioned when we were in the portal. I learned about myself a bit, and therefore learned a bit about your daughter and your son. The way I am is due to my bloodline being from Celestia. Now, hearing this is kind of a, learning your name is something different all along, and you're different, and nobody's told you this all along. I can't explain it, but somewhere along your bloodline or Lys's bloodline, the blood is from the same place.
That would explain Eliza. But what of Ash? I had assumed the blood moon had something to do with this.
There's another place. It's two similar places. There's Celestia, and there was another place.
I would gather the opposite of Celestia, whatever that might be.
It's close by or the opposite. there was a lot going on, and honestly, at one stage, I thought Eos was going to set the entire place on fire.
I'm sure that'll happen many times in our future. Yes. So are you... Am I to understand the implication here would be that perhaps either myself or Liz have a bloodline from one and the other has a bloodline from the other?
That's what I'm assuming.
Interesting.
That's what I'm assuming.
Huh.
And in terms of maybe going back to Palparot or somewhere for these children to live any form of normal life, I know it would be easier for one, of course, but not the other. But there are things, look, there's ways about, staying in the clear, staying in the green. Eos, obviously, but I could try find something for your daughter. We don't have to show her eyes off to everybody.
What we do is quite simple. We change the world.
That too. That is, it sounds easy, and then everybody's welcome, and I don't have to wear my goggles everywhere, and nobody needs to wear anything anywhere. Well,
That's
clothes everywhere, of course, but nobody needs to wear masks or nobody needs to hide.
That's what we'll aim for.
But right now,
But in the meantime, the practicals, yes, we'll take what steps we can. Can you actually, would you mind helping me? You can take Eliza, I'll take Ash. I think it's time to properly introduce them to the group.
Yeah, sure.
Also, apologies, I think I misspoke and called Eldrin Weslyn there a second ago.
Many times I do that, even when I'm like working on sheets and stuff. Is nuts. And they share no commonality in names other than "in" at the end, and I don't know what it is.
My mic is actually blocking Kyle from my view, and I was looking at John. So
Names
What
the
have you-
tools he does.
Also, you said all those nice things while looking at John.
He thought you were. He thought you were John the whole time, Kyle.
That's all right.
I'll take that picture of a bird. I'm a canary.
Caw.
Caw.
okay.
Yeah, so I'll help you with the kids. Yeah.
Lovely.
Weslyn, as you're coming back and you find 3 tents have been propped up. Eos, you're finally getting back from the mountain with 4. Oh no, Eos, you're back. Sorry, 4 tents. Sorry. Eos and Hatsu, you're both setting up tents. Sorry. Those 4 are finished. The door to the bastion opens, and Eldrin and Dash emerge, holding the 2 babies. Eos, you've met them before. Weslyn, you've met them before. Hatsu, I'm not sure. But this is the first time formally meeting them.
No, I've already formally met them.
You saw where they lived for
Haven't-
months. Yeah, used it a lot.
It was pretty formal.
Yeah.
It was
What
a
did
lot
they
of-
say when they said, "Bruh"?
Well, they spoke in an ancient tongue, unspeakable words foretelling the end of the world.
Yeah, but they also said they need like autumn names.
But it's true. They were born in the autumn. Dash, I have to remind you that it is inappropriate to give them winter names.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Not even names. They bear the
They bear the calling of their families.
they bear the calling of the season.
Dash,
They may find those, but
do you have the book?
I do.
Where?
In my pocket.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see you're
Just-
holding one of your kids. Let me grab it for you.
Oh, hold on. Give me
okay.
a second. I just wanted to, because it's been crazy for the last few hours.
Shouldn't
Just
you
wanted.
be resting? You just came
I
back
should.
to life.
Yes, but I just wanted to introduce you all officially to Eliza and Ash.
How do you spell Eliza?
Elyssa.
Hello, Eliza.
How can
just
EOS be
thank you all
socially
again for
awkward
getting
with
us here.
something like 8 hours old? Not even like 4 hours old. Go ahead.
What's the Ash's full name, though?
Ash Stuffer.
Idwin. Ashtor.
Did you just get rid of one letter? Seriously?
Oh, Ash with an E at the end.
Cultural
Oh,
thing, that's it.
Dash, Ash. Oh.
Or is it because of his skin?
That's a happy coincidence.
Hmm.
Please don't make fun of the newborns.
No, we won't. We
I
like
make
that.
fun of you.
They're an extension of me.
I hope not.
Too
I
tired
saw
to
what you did to
process.
your sword.
What did I do to my
Oh, do you want
sword?
to put down the kids, Dash?
Do you remember when he threw his sword?
I was
I hope
there.
you don't do that with the kids.
No,
They don't deserve that.
no.
Should
In
we
any
be
case,
wrestling?
I really should, and this conversation is becoming quickly taxing.
Wait, the book.
Yes.
Let me help you with your thing.
Oh yeah, Hatsu will take the book.
Should we be touching that right now?
He was holding the book between the sleeves.
You can hold the covers. Yes, it's fine.
Are you sure, Dash?
I mean, I just handed it to you and nothing happened.
Okay.
Did nothing happen?
You're holding it between her sleeves.
Did nothing happen?
Yeah, nothing happened, your friend.
Just
You
for good
know,
measure,
that's just catatonic for a moment.
I'm withdrawing about 20 feet just to get a good distance. I got business to do. I am not getting wrapped up in that book.
I
I
don't
have
want to.
things to do.
I don't want to spoil anything about the book and maybe potential radiation, but it's a good thing you had the kids already. That's all I'm saying.
Wow. How many rides are you doing now, buddy?
So you pass the book to Hatsu. Hatsu, you literally hold your civilization in your hands. No pressure.
Hatsu would sit down like he would meditate. And he would take off his right glove. And you would see like pearlescent colored skin. And he would touch the book.
What's are you okay?
And he dives deep into his meditational state. And he will try to channel his thoughts and energy through his arm, into his hand, into the book. And he would go, Mother of Light, Creator of Shadows, send us a bee for those who are in need. Help Vatheros to find his path, to guide these people back where they belong. And he will try to echo that into the book to kind of get an idea if Vatheros can hear him or his people can hear him.
I can hear you, Hatsu.
How you doing on that side, friend?
Your people will be okay. There's a lot of them to navigate through. But their journey is just beginning. At the very least, it will take a few weeks of your time for me to get them all in line.
Maybe this is gonna help you. And he tries with all his force to manifest a thought of an image of the bee, and he tries to how can I say? He tries to get the very essence and the pictures and his feelings, what happened in the cave at that very time when he first met the bee. Show them this. They will understand. It will maybe make things easier for all of you. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Be ready when I call. Many people will come out quickly. There needs to be space. I will give you as much notice as I can.
I will keep you close. And I will check in every day. And if there's anything I can do for you, just let me know.
When it's all said and done, all I ask is that you destroy the book.
You have my word.
Stay safe, friend.
Hi. May the bee guide you.
There's no response. It's just met with silence as Vathros concentrates on guiding hundreds of people through a labyrinth that took you all 7 months to accomplish. I think it's a good time for a break. Just a little one. Stock up on
Hell
some drank.
BRP.
Empty the tank. BRP, yeah, that's it. Yeah, we'll be back in a few minutes. There should be a boss fight. We'll do our best to keep it under 10. You know how things be when we BRP. BRP.
BRP.
BRP. Glass of brandy.
And we're back. Hello, friends. We are back. We enjoyed our break. We hope you enjoyed your break. And we are ready to be back from our break. Anyway.
That's how we do. We BRP'd.
We BRP'd. So outside the tents are starting to fill up with people that need help. Things are starting to get sorted, and the sun is starting to set. How do you guys want to proceed?
I'm going to bed.
Fair.
I think I'll entrust Uncle Eldrin to mind the kids for a little bit.
Eldrin, you turn around with both the kids in your hand and Dash is gone.
I'll just tell him that, look, this is out just talking to people, see what help is available and needed, and then I'll make my way back inside to finally get some rest.
Cool.
Eos will keep a close eye on Hatsu until he's finished interacting with the book because she's never seen that skin before.
Puts back on his glove. Well, I was able to get some meds in Saigon Otoshi. And he would start preparing the tents with some of the meds that he found with Ayame. And he would ask Aldrin for assistance. Well, I see you're pretty occupied, but maybe someone else could do that, because as you can see, there's more people that needs your thing.
It might be best if I bring them in with Dash. I think he would appreciate, although he wants me to mind them, I think he would appreciate that they're by his side.
I will mind them.
I will bring them inside. Thanks. And I'm just gonna start walking inside with the kids.
Suit yourself.
At this point, if Dash is asleep, I'm not going to bother him. I'm just going to kind of notice the door open and bring them in.
Oh yeah, it's like he's already like just drooled down the face, just mouth open. Like.
He's going to let Ash down gently in his little cot, and he's just going to make sure with one hand that he's tucked in and he's nice and swaddled up and everything. And he turns over to the second cot and he just looks down, and I just want to ask, awake or asleep, or how are we going to play this? Or if I may, she is awake and just looking at me, if that's all right, if I could thematically say that.
Yes, of course.
I am the captain now. So then, yeah, I just have her holding her, and I'm just looking at her, and I gently put her down, and I'm just staring at her eyes, and I, for some reason, as I go to put her down, I put her back in towards my chest, and I kind of just sway side to side, and in complete, just natural coincidence that I just sing a little kind of hum to her in some words in Seraphic. And it's kind of like singing a lullaby to her. But he doesn't sing the whole thing. He just kind of chimes in with, "Hush now, starlight, drift and say, moon hum soft till dreams find way." I just say that in Seraphic, and I kind of just hum that in like a little tune, and I just kind of sway with her in my arms. And then I look over at Dash and Ash, and there's a moment of, I need to put her down, and I just gently put her down to let her rest.
As you sing in Seraphic, the gold in Dash's chest glows bright enough through his shirt. The room itself almost becomes white for a moment, not with light, but the walls themselves change color and revert back. Some of Dash's wounds heal, just slightly, and he rests easier than he would have had you not sang him a lullaby, even though you sang it for the baby. I like, canonically, if Seraphic were like an aggressive language, like German or Russian or something. Just like really brutal sounding language, but it means the nicest things when you speak. So,
It sounds super aggressive.
Yeah, it just sounds aggressive. Like, doesn't suit the tone. It'd be so good. Yeah. The kids go back to sleep. The restlessness fades. Dash goes back to sleep. You coddle him. And he rests easy as well. And you head back out to Hatsu.
Yeah, I just head out to Hatsu and kind of just, okay, point me in the direction you want me to go.
We did set up the tents for this purpose. There's some medics if you need. You might not want to exhaust yourself too much, I guess.
Yeah. I do have to be with, and I look around for Weslyn, and when I catch Weslyn, I say I do have to be.
Stands there waving with a lunchbox in his hand like a child.
I do have to be with Weslyn a little later, but I am in your hands. Let's go.
So Hatsu would go and he would kind of line up the people. So the more heavily wounded, he would send to Aldrin, and the smaller bits and pieces he would do himself.
Yeah.
Cool.
I would say both of you can make a medicine check for me. And I'll get you to do it, both of you, with advantage, please.
Oh shit. Oh, that wasn't my rolls. That was my rolls. 7, for fuck's sake.
723. Hatsu, you do indeed do the smaller bits. Mostly focusing on just getting things together to help Eldrin, to speed up the process. You're not in the way or anything, but you're also like not super familiar with some of these things are when it comes to the more nuanced healing supplies. But you do your best to give them to him, and then Eldrin looks at them because he has no idea what they do. And he sort of reminds you that he uses magic to heal people. So like you're doing your best, but it like doesn't encourage Eldrin's forward momentum.
Like in Hatsu's mind, he's just a doctor.
Right.
He quite doesn't understand what like he's doing. He kind of thinks he just knows what is broken and he commands it to be fixed.
Exactly. 100%. So yeah, you bring it all over to Aldrin. Aldrin, you are probably grateful for his help, but yeah, it's like a little in the way at the moment. But yeah, you start healing people with a very high number, and people start coming through.
During this time of healing people, I'm going to be quite upfront and personal with people. I would like to make it a point that while I'm talking, while I'm tending to them, if they're conscious or if they are conversational in any capacity, I would have kind of a rinse and repeat of, I'm Eldrin, you're whoever, kind of like if, getting to know them, I would ask them what they did in Saganatoshi just to try to understand them a bit better and maybe what they were or were not good at. Kind of a, not to say I'm inquisiting them, but it's kind of a, look, we're all on the island here. We need to all help together. I'm helping you here now. Is there anything, that you can do kind of situation? But it's also I'm getting to know the people because I'm with Hatsu. I want to seem respectful about it as well. And because I'm tending to his people, I want to get to know them as well as understand what they can do.
Yeah, you put a lot of work into that. There's no problem with that. Like your roll's pretty high. I'm not going to make you roll again. But I would say with all the work that people are putting into this, you're all feeling pretty inspired. So you all get DM inspiration. The 5 of you, anyway. Yeah.
Thank you.
I want to reward it, but I don't have a massive way of doing that. But I have a feeling that you guys are going to need that inspiration, so it'll help. I'm just saying that Busy just got a 7, so like there are opportunities probably that will present themselves. Nothing to do with an invading force or a king or anything like that. Don't worry about it.
We didn't just walk into the room with all the bottles of healing or everything, did we? Okay.
No,
cool,
you're
thanks.
Good. You're good. Yeah, so you have your inspiration. You have, I'll say roll. Let me have a look at your sheet for a second. I just need to double check something very quick. You have very limited ways of healing people in terms of magic. You don't have like a healing cantrip or anything or something. So not that there are many of those, to be fair. It will cost you slots.
I will give slots.
I would say the best way for you to help people is probably like mass healing, but also more individualized if you want to. How many slots are you donating to the cause?
I've mass healing word as 6 people that I can do.
At a time, yeah, but it depends how many slots you have to cast that, yeah. You might not even have a slot available now because you did use it quite recently.
I have 1. That's all, because I used mass healing and revivify, and that leaves me with 1 left.
You also have any hit die if you want to try to expand them into slots.
Just if I can interrupt real quick, Hatsu also has the healer feature. So he will try to assist.
Okay.
He has 6. He can spend 6 charges of his healer kit to restore 1d6 plus 4 HP on each individual person. So 6 times 1 person, basically.
We won't roll for it because they're mostly commoners, so it's just like they have 1-2 hit points anyway, so it's not a big deal. We'll just say you maximize their HP and they take some time healing. They suffer the same exhaustion type things. Yeah, so it's more about the quantity of people you can heal. So Hatsu can heal 6. Eldrin, you can cast 1 that heals 6, so it's 12. What else can you do?
I have prayer of healing.
Okay.
I have 2. I could do that twice.
Yeah.
And that does 6 creatures. It says 6
Each time?
creatures
So it's 24.
each time. And then I would need to then dip
There is
into...
also medicine here. I'll whatever you guys manage to heal with magic, I'm gonna double at the end to compensate with the meds.
Did you say you could do prayer for healing twice?
That's 24.
Yeah.
So 6, 24. Right?
So it's
Between
3
me and
6s
Hatsu,
from Eldrin and a 6 from Hatsu.
Yeah, so it's 24.
Is that right?
So far.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You had me questioning my math. I'm glad I'm okay. Okay. Don't want Chuck
And
coming at me again.
then
23, damn it.
Yeah, right?
And a half.
You're not the only healer here. You can also reach out to other people who have been known to heal if you wish.
Yeah, I will leave it at that. So we'll be able to do 24 ourselves.
Okay.
Once I've done what I can do, I will then... You mentioned hit dice though, so...
That's a short rest, so you would have to like do that again tomorrow or something, but we can lean into that as something that we want to do, and I can always tally off the medicine when we reach our total. So at the moment we consider 24.
Cool. Yeah, I'll do it for that, and then after I will say what I want to do. Yeah.
Any of you other magical entities or otherwise, are you helping heal in any other way?
Eos is currently trying to find where Ducky the Mouse ventured off to.
Probably it's been about an hour. I would say actually probably more, but I'll just say that this is about the time the spell is wearing off, and then just suddenly, and people are like, whoa! And like you just look over and you see a crowd of people like standing around Ducky. So
Everyone's perfectly fine. He's just a horse. A really good horse, though.
This must be the creature that Hatsu talked about.
What creature did Hatsu talk about?
He told us they would look strange and that we must treat them with kindness. We
He's
are
a
kind
horse.
to you.
Oh, yes. Be kind to him. Yeah.
They start like waving towards the horse and stuff.
Thus began the Trojans.
Eos whispers to Ducky, and in Runic, Ducky would understand what she's saying. Just go with the flow.
Cool.
He is a fine horse. He is mighty.
So for context, because we discussed this privately and I keep meaning to say it in the stream, when Rory is talking about using Runic with Ducky, as a Eos communicating with Ducky, it's a form of whispers. Runic is a symbolic language. Rory has explained to me that he is using it mentally to send the symbols back and forth. They're communicating with imagery. Some people think in pictures. It's a thing. I don't know what horse is thinking. I haven't really gotten a chance to speak to one yet, but maybe one day. But for now,
carrots.
we will accept. That's their currency. That's different. But everybody speaks money, so I get where you're going with this. But I just want to explain that when he's talking about whispering Runic to Ducky, that's what he's talking about, because that's something that he and I discussed off stream, and I keep meaning to bring it up on stream, and we don't. So there you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
But following that, then Eos would look around, and in her closest vicinity, is there any 3 people specifically who are in dire need of some help?
There's a tent literally filling with them. Yes, it's not super hard to get to. Yeah.
Okay.
You see what
Eos will
Eldrin is
see.
up to and you contribute, yeah.
So she'll use aid
Okay.
to
3 times?
temporarily boost. Yeah, pretty much.
Nice.
Just gonna swing a bit of aid, and hopefully that'll help people for a while.
I think you can do it 2 times with your remaining spell. So you can do 1 more, so I think you can do it in total 2.
Yeah.
So
There
not
we
3,
go.
but you can do it 2.
It is done.
That puts you at 26 total healed. Cool.
Nice.
Guys are doing
That's
good.
only, yeah.
You're doing
120.
good. You're doing good.
The rest of you, take it easy.
Eldrin and I have got this as Eos heals 2 people. And Eldrin's just like sweating
No,
profusely.
no. It's choose up to 3 creatures within range. It
Yeah.
says. So 6
Oh, so 6
more, so
people.
it's
Oh, so
30 in
6. So it's
total.
30 in
Yeah.
total. Thank you.
Yeah. So they'll get 5 HP each. That's 30 HP. God damn, that's nearly a whole person.
Said the sorcerer.
Someday.
Potent spell would have doubled it, but fine.
Ain't got that, buddy. I chose the other ones.
Metagaming.
Tune in.
Let me know when to throw in my stuff into the chatter. I can roll them.
Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Cool. That puts you at yeah, it puts you comfortably at like quite a few people healed on the first day. 30 total is still really good. And we'll count dashes as just like a half a person, so it's 30 and a half. Yeah. Because he didn't really heal, he just kind of
Yeah, 1 whole leg.
yeah, he's fine. Yeah. You've one extremely healthy leg now. It's not really that useful, but in the grand scheme of things it's great.
I'll be
doesn't
walking
crack
in
anymore.
circles.
Yeah, one leg's significantly faster than the other. Yeah, so just Eldrin rolling heals in chat there. Cool. Some of them feel magnificent because they have 2 hit points and you've given them 13 back. It's amazing. Like overfueling a car, like it's just pouring out the sides. Like,
It's like the equivalent of when Popeye gets a spinach. They just wake. They're just laying there and they're just, whoa!
they just start hammering houses and nails and shit. 2 hands, ambidextrous.
Cannon. That happened.
It's hammering thinner. They have no nails or hammers, but besides that. Then, is there anything else anyone wants to do before I approach Weslyn's evening plans?
Yeah, I do have one thing actually.
That really feels like just, it wasn't a case where anyone had plans, but they just didn't want Weslyn to have plans. That's what that felt like there. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, that was my thing.
Okay, that's a productive thing. I take that.
Yep.
Eldrin Hatsu, you guys leaned in and went,
I do want to double check. So we've helped 30 people. I
far.
want to see if Sister Vale is around because she came through with us and there were her companions with her also.
yeah, they're praying by her bedside, but she has exhaustion 5, and unlike Dash, she is unwilling to just walk around and do things. So she's actually resting so as to cure her exhaustion. So she's there, but she's like unconscious state. Yeah, but she is definitely present. And as time moves forward, she will be significantly more mentally present too.
Perfect.
As the night closes in, Hatsu would place torches from the Rift Satchel.
Cool.
And he would put 1 torch next to each tent and 1 torch at the entrance of the bastion to make it easier for people to find where they have to go. And he's also aware of that the night's closing in, and he kinda, as the people come and go towards the tents, he suggests to the people to try to make it as comfy as possible, and that they should stay together and kind of like penguins in rotation, switch the circuits from outer to inner, from inner, then the most middle ones that are warmed up from the others to the outside, and that they will try their best to work on accommodation the next few weeks.
Don't worry, by huddling and sparing rations, we're going to get through this. Right, well, good night. And he goes into like his big bedroom by himself. Yeah, no, absolutely. It's it's good advice that people are already kind of trying to figure things out, and like through the supplies that came, there are a few sleeping bags.
You know what? He wouldn't do that. He wouldn't do that. He would offer his room to Ayame and Asuka, and he would sleep outside with the people.
Okay.
I love the hand motion.
Too soon.
I mean, sleep is a hard word, but you know.
Rest.
That's so generous of Hatsu. Meanwhile, Dash.
Lock the door. This is banging on it, trying to get in. The door's locked.
Also, it's such a nice thing.
Just no GRLS allowed on the toilet.
The poor child is in the cot next to him like a nightlight, just shining. He's just like, oh, turn it down.
Well, Dash gets sunburned from that, actually.
Dash won't. Kian will.
Ah.
No, it's a fictional game. I will still get sunburned from it.
So Hatsu offers his room to Yami and Asuka, and he stays with his people, and he watches over them for the night. A watch isn't necessarily necessary here, but we can include it because threats come from all angles. So anyway, there's a ship coming in. No, anyway.
So the delivery.
Yeah. So the Hatsu offers his room. He stays out with the people and gives them this rousing speech of success. Is there anything else anyone else wanted to do before we get to Weslyn? I'm losing words.
Eos will just go back to her room. I was like, oh.
Yes, the druid.
No.
Hoodie tat.
You watching them?
Hi, Tiago.
How many people are you healing, kitty cat?
Back into her nest she goes.
Eos will eventually go back to her
good
room.
berries.
And when she's in her room, she'll check the stack of books on top of her little box to make sure it is as it was when she left.
There are no books. They've been taken. Yeah, no, everything's fine.
Oh, okay, good. I'll hold back that fireball for now.
The nuke. The moa. Yeah.
But yeah, then she'll settle down, cross-legged, on top of her bed, and just sit there and start writing down her thoughts.
Cool. I am hungry. That's your thought.
Where is food?
Where is food? I was promised food. In that case, without further ado, Eldrin, you make your way out to the woods to meet Weslyn upon the border, most likely.
Yeah, I do want to completely stick with what I said earlier. When he's going, I'm going to go with him. I'm not going to approach the woods on my own. When he is going, that will be kind of my, Weslyn's going. Is everyone okay here? Sister Vale's there. Okay. I've done what I can. I'm skedaddling. And I'll go with Weslyn. If possible. If he hasn't ran off.
No, he waited for you.
Okay.
It's good to have a healthy bit of caution when it comes to these sorts of things, Eldrin. It's a lesson I had to learn a long time ago.
Yeah, the woods can be slightly unnerving when it's during the day, and during the night the shadows don't add to it. So yeah.
We should be okay.
I'm very good to be by your side here. You're very familiar with the woods.
As familiar as I can be. For the moment, I believe that we are alone and free to use this space. For now. I don't even know if this will work, Eldrin. But I'm led to believe that this might be possible. You're going to have to trust me.
I'll do my best, but there's some things that me and you, I feel like we don't align on 100%, but I'll do my best to trust you. I promise I will try.
We can unwrap that another time, I think. Come. And Weslyn will lead him back towards the clearing with the table, the two chairs. Kind of the indentation of where a shack once stood, the strange foreign plant material, the hole, the dried up pond. Probably was once very beautiful here. And Weslyn sits on the ground, gestures for Elton to join him, and says, we'll do this back to back. I don't know if you're able to trance. Can you trance? Are you able to do that?
I can sit here with my eyes closed with you.
No.
I don't really do that, no.
So you sleep. A different configuration then. Come. And Weslyn will lean against one of the dead trees, gesture for Eldrin to come, to lay down on the ground. And he'll place his hands on Eldrin's shoulders or head, or somewhere kind of the upper part of the body. Just go to sleep, and I will find you there.
Yeah, sure. I just want to. Could we not have done this back with everybody else?
No. This place is very important. This place is connected to a current.
Okay. Sure. I will. Yeah, I'll try and go to sleep. I don't know how fast it'll be, but I'll lay
You
here.
have all night. And try not to drown. Tread water. Stay afloat. I'll find you.
He's just laying there, eyes closed, listening. And he's just focusing on his breathing, but he's listening to Weslyn say these words. But in his head, he's like, what? Tread water? What is he talking about? But he's just trying to focus on his breathing and just the sounds that are around him. But what Weslyn's saying, he's like, what does he mean, tread water? What?
You open your eyes and you're not in the woods. You're in your bed in Bricksunder, upstairs in your family home, the place you've known the best and the longest. You reach over on the table as you sit up and you grab your goggles instinctively. Just slide them on. What do you do?
Can I get I can ask a clarifying question?
Mm-hmm.
Would this be as a child or?
Would you like it to be?
For me, the first thing that comes to my mind when you ask this is I get up, I get downstairs, and if the house is empty, I am leaving. If anybody is there, I'm interacting with them, but if it's empty, I'm leaving.
Sure. You leave and walk into the streets. Would you like there to be people?
I imagine this as there is nobody of notoriety. There's nobody. When you are having a dream, you don't really see faces. It's kind of like just blurs passing by. There's people around, but I don't see any faces. I don't see anything. It's just NPC kind of. Just I'm just going to a place, and I'm heading to the barracks of where I would work. On the way, I would stop to grab something, a bite to eat, perhaps a local bakery, somewhere where I could just grab just a small savory snack for breakfast. There's not much that happens, just...
You don't even remember really going into the bakery, you just know that you did. You have bread in your hand and you're eating it. Yeah.
Yeah. It kind of chops and changes in and out. And I head to the barracks. And in the barracks, it's the same thing that would have been every day. You know, you clock into work, clock out of work, clock in, clock out. There was nothing of any importance. Just clocked in, did a walk of the town, walked around, did my rounds, went back. Would have had a bite to lunch, bite to eat again, more rounds, and come back.
Normal.
Would have been a normal day.
Weslyn, as you close your eyes and you prepare to trance, the ink from your body seeps off and reaches towards Eldrin and latches onto him.
That's new.
The ink leaves marks much like it is on your skin. Tribal tattoos and designs, and all representing something, but something different to what they mean on you.
As that connection is made, Weslyn is going to try and ease himself into the current to use this as a conduit into Eldrin's dream. Eldrin's reverie through this bridge, as it were. First to see if that's possible. That's the first step.
You follow him through this city. You feel the cobblestone beneath you, but you don't see anyone of notoriety. You smell the bread. It smells familiar but faint. Not like a recent memory, just like the mind is making it up as it goes along.
Can I manifest here?
You can certainly try.
Then that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try and take physical form to ground my feet in this memory dream, this memory space.
You literally or figuratively are doing that.
Literally doing it.
You look down on the ground and you try to manifest anything, but you start with the ground itself. And you notice that it does begin to change to match your need. Not as if it were your own dream, but significantly enough, even though you're in someone else's.
So I know that he doesn't trance. He's not bound to the reverie like I am. But I want to pull him into the reverie. It's the easiest way to travel, I think. The easiest way to take him to where I need to take him. But I need to ground him there first. To pull him from the anchor of this dream and bring him with me on the current to where I want to go.
Eldrin opens a door and you focus on it, hoping it'll take you where you need it to go, but it begins as a normal entry point. You walk through with him and he goes in to the barracks. He punches out and he begins to walk down the street. You try again as he knocks on the bakery door. The door opens. I want you to make a persuasion check.
Can attempt that. It's totally a strong suit of Weslyn's.
Trying to beat Eldrin's passive perception, to trick him into going through it, to persuade him into going through it. It's not deception.
Fair enough. That would be... Where is the dice tray? 16.
The door changes shape, but Eldrin just shakes it off and pushes through the door anyway. And he goes in and he gets his evening bread and continues. He begins to walk on.
I'll follow. Try at the next door, or puddle, or any reflective surface that he might pass.
If I could jump in for a moment, it might help. As I'm coming home, I'm going through the Ember Market, where there's stalls and different merchants and lots of trade going on. So you could imagine there's a bit of window shopping, looking at the different merchants, looking at what's going on, who's got some trade, different things like that. He may stop and, again, no kind of notable conversations, but he may stop and look at something and then go off somewhere else to kind of not be straight home. He's not a robot. But yeah.
You robotically walk down the street. As he walks towards his home, he's suddenly surrounded by people he doesn't recognize. People who mean to cause him harm, to cause a threat. And as such, the panic begins to take over. And as such, the dream begins to shake. Eldrin's close to waking up. I'll give you another persuasion check. And I'll give you with advantage because of the situation. He's looking for an escape and you have one.
Need to supply one. The 17.
Eldrin, you open the door to get away, and you do. Weslyn, you follow and close the door behind him. 17 with the DC.
Excellent. There's a funny thing about reverie. It's the reliving of one's memories, re-examination of things that you've encountered in your life, or lives, ancestral threads that bind you across eons of space-time. There's one point in time, one place that Weslyn is focused on. It's a place where he has seen an endless amount of Seraphic, where he has met the only other creature that he knows who is like Eldrin. And I know, he knows that typically in a reverie, the interface isn't necessarily a direct one. It's like replaying something. It's like, you know, you're just watching cable and skipping the commercials so you can focus on the show. But Weslyn has a feeling, a small hunch, that doesn't quite work the same way with him. And he's taking a big test here to see if that is true.
In taking him through the door, you have knowingly or unknowingly crossed the confines of his mind and brought Eldrin to the confines of yours. A space where you have far more control. So I'll allow you to bring him wherever you want. Just a reminder that you walk the realm of your conscious and subconscious, not his.
He'll be fine. Nothing here that can hurt him, I'm sure.
He's had a pretty taxing few days, so he'll be fine is probably not the most comforting. But we'll see.
He'll be fine. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. I'm taking him to the top of a mountain, to a small, unassuming temple, a shrine. On the outside, old and weathered. Really good view of the islands off in the distance beyond the Pearl. Down below, a raging storm and a dragon roars. But up here, it's clear. It's static for the moment. Weslyn's standing next to Slate as he pulls Eldrin into this reverie, this fixed point in time.
There's a switch back and forth. You're pulling Eldrin, and then suddenly you're pulling Slate, and then suddenly you're pulling Eldrin again. Your mind has intentionally confused the two to give you more flexibility. So Slate doesn't stand there, but Eldrin does. Sorry, I nearly did a dash and confused the names.
And I'm going to let it play out. The wandering into the shrine opening up into this extra dimensional space, the Christy Moore looking angel, the feast, the endless rows of books in seraphic, the books that Eldrin or that Weslyn opened, flip through to show the pages. The room, though, that the book containing Vathros was found is not replayed for this particular exercise. But the dance, the song of the summer, the words of this angel, I will know when it is time. I will know when I know.
Weslyn, I'm going to let Eldrin make a history check, and he can add his own proficiency to it, but he may also add yours. What proficiency do you have in history? Do you have any?
History? I don't think I went to school.
Well, you do know some shiz, so we'll see.
I do know some shit, and it is a +0 on history.
+0.
I ain't that smart.
Well, I tried something and
right
I should have probably checked before I tried it. Eldrin, you have a +0 to your history check on top of your own natural roll. But it's a good +0, so if you do well, just saying, 19 is good.
19. With the +0, it's looking really tasty.
So 19 +0, yeah. You don't catch much in the way of the words because Weslyn's flicking through the pages quite quick. So to read, especially in the language that your consciousness is only beginning to really comprehend, it's a little difficult, but you pick up enough to recognize that these aren't like history books or geography or any of that. These are journals.
Okay.
Each journal containing its own memories. Each memory contained within every page could be from a different mind, a different soul, a different entity, a different source. It's as if multiple people contributed to one book as opposed to one book per person.
They're all in Seraphic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
19 is pretty high. I'm going to make you do an insight check. Weslyn, for the love of,
Okay.
do you have anything in insight?
Yeah, I do have an insight.
Okay, what do you have in proficiency in insight? What is your
2.
proficiency bonus? 2? You may add 2 to this roll, Eldrin. Holy moly. 25 is a good number. The 2 really brought it up, though.
I helped.
You did.
You did. It's my highest roll I've had, so.
I'll go one step further. These journals are cataloging something, and just from one snippet that you grab, you could swear that it's like it's cataloging prayer.
I don't see what it's saying, what the prayer is or anything.
It's more like
Just generic prayer.
one sort of section is about a prayer for, like, so as if like someone were praying for money. Not like a prayer as in a scripture of a prayer, but more like a prayer as in somebody's prayer.
Okay.
Because we're halfway there. The prayers themselves aren't like convoluted, crazy prayers. Some of them are. That's why you're not catching it all. But they are. They're prayer in the sense of people asking for health, people asking for money, people asking for the things that they care about, the things that they value, the things that they want more attention on, that if there were a god, this is a catalog of what has been asked of him or her or them. This is a library of prayers that have either been answered or unanswered. Questions that have been asked of the divine.
Okay. Is there... Yeah, no, I'm not going to ask further because you've given me a lot on that.
You rolled really high, so I gave you as much as I could there, yeah.
Yeah.
One other thing that Weslyn wants to try, though, during all of this is to step out of his fixed point in this reverie. Like almost duplicate himself. As if he's in this place for a second time. Simultaneous with the memory.
You try your best to fracture that point that holds you here. But there's no separation. Your ability to do that may not be waned so much weren't there another person relying on your energy here. And energy isn't something that's created, it's something that's given. And you're maximizing the use of that battery right now.
Makes sense. It's all in the name of science.
But I'll let you kill Dash if you want to. Is that fair?
Yeah. Let's we'll start with a quick parboiling of the mind. But I am going to.
Hey, Dream Weslyn, are you in there? Don't do it.
What? Don't you talking about la 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 la?
Oh wait, what's this? The fourth wall has been rebuilt.
Yeah, the elder gods require it. the library shifts as Weslyn moves the memory back to the guardian of this space. And again, the repeat of his words that he will know when it is time, that there's some indication that something is coming, that he is here to wait for something, that some grander design holds him here and has held him here for, I believe he gave us a pretty lengthy time, over 1,000 years, before the emissaries, before
he serves a
before
purpose,
a lot of things,
though he doesn't know what it is. He has been here to guard this space, but he doesn't know why. And the only thing that Eldrin may glean from all of this is as Weslyn passes a corridor and he sees what looks like Slate taking a book from a wall, one he spoke to, though he didn't know that Weslyn overheard it. A communication between Slate and this book, which started a spiral effect that lasted until today. It's the same book that houses a significant amount of Saganatoshi. Hundreds of people. This is the book that Vathros was within. This is where Stella left it. Long ago.
Long ago. The only way out is through. Weslyn does say that a few times, both psychically, but also with his mouth words. And when Weslyn feels like he is satisfied with the amount of reverie that he is exposing Eldrin to, so as to not overwhelm him and not overtax his ability to anchor on these currents, he'll take Eldrin back to that door, to that room, that kitchen or bedroom or living room, guard post, wherever it is that Eldrin feels like he needs to be, that weird hiccup or static kick in his otherwise normal dream. Perhaps maybe a few hours advanced or behind, where it's safe. There's no threat of kidnapping or assault or something safe. Then release, control, release his own anchors from this moment so that he can move back into the currents and withdraw.
The tattoos are removed from Eldrin's body. The ink leaves his skin and returns fully to yours. Eldrin gently wakes up, softly. You retain your memories of what you just saw and what just happened. The dream part is a bit foggy, but from the moment you met Weslyn again and crossed over.
Just gonna sit up and kind of like lean up, and I have my elbow support me, and I'm just looking around, and Weslyn's laying down too, right?
He's upright. He was in a trance.
So yeah, I kind of like, I'm laying down, but I'm kind of leaned forward, so all you can see is just my feet, and then just my head just kind of lean up towards you, and I see you're still sitting there, and I just lean my head back, and I'm just staring up at the sky, and everything's just floating through my head. Just, what was that? There's blurry parts of it, but there's also, there's prayers, there's there was Slate at one point, and just processing in his head, and then he sits up and just waits for Weslyn to open his eyes. If it takes too long, though, for him to open his eyes, he's just going to start talking to Weslyn, but he's going to wait for a moment to see if anything happens.
I assume there's probably some sort of like delay, and Weslyn reversing course, resetting anchor here, coming back to full consciousness. Not that you truly leave consciousness when you're trancing, but like fully aware. Gives Eldrin a solemn, knowing look. Perhaps that is important to you, that place?
Yeah, it most certainly seems and feels it. I've never done that before. It was quite the experience.
Neither have I. That worked out pretty well, I think.
I take it you learned something you wanted to learn, or got what you wanted to get, or
something like that.
Or was this all just for me? I feel not that you were trying to do this in a malicious way. I don't think you're like that, but I feel like it's just a weird thing to just randomly offer to someone. But like, I feel like that helped you too, because I feel like you want to understand things. Am I right?
It was a necessary step in a direction, understanding where we sit in the cosmic order.
Okay.
And I just wanted to see if I could do it.
Well, yeah. It was weird, but yeah. And
maybe you can find that place on your own. It used to be here. And he points to the mountain, the barren mountain now.
Yeah, I just look up and it's just dark and can't really see much. Do you think we should go up there? Not now,
there.
of course, but nothing
There's
there.
nothing there, no. And I don't have time to go up there. I have things that must be done at the end of the week. But I thought if maybe things went poorly, you would at least have that before I go.
What do you mean if things went poorly?
When you're dealing with large fish and you are a small fish, not all of them swim with you.
Some fish want to eat the smaller fish, right? I'm guessing.
I've made it this far, but there will come a point where perhaps if it just doesn't work. And at least I can leave that with you as a sign of goodwill.
Weslyn, I might be picking this up wrong, but you're talking as if you're going to not be here anymore.
Either way things turn out, I won't be, no. I have somewhere to go.
But you'll be back. That's...
Maybe. It's difficult to say.
Look, I know I don't know you as long as the rest of... as everybody else, but I don't think they would be able to lose you again. I don't think Eos would be able to tend to the flowers of your grave again.
It's not my grave. It's just the end of another dream. The sea is vast, Eldrin. The waters stretch far beyond our comprehension, and it is deep, and it is eternal. She translates, she understands this, or should, at this point.
But if the sea is so deep and you're a small fish, then I'm sure there's plenty of places for a small fish to reside and hide.
Oh, there's nowhere to hide in that ocean. But I've done well enough for myself. You should get back.
Are you joining us, or
Stay here tonight with the fox.
okay? Don't go far. I know you disappeared recently, but don't go far.
Not many places I could go on this island at the moment.
It's still an island. Yeah, you said you don't want to climb it, but like notions, you might just feel it. But we'll be over at the bastion.
I'll join you in the morning.
I'll be most likely at the tents.
Speak to your god about what you saw. Speak to your god about what you saw.
Okay.
You can do that, right? Your god speaks to you, doesn't he?
Yeah, I'll find a way. Yeah.
Great.
Okay, and I'll same way I left before. I'll hand up and I'll walk on.
As you leave, and you're on the journey back, do you speak to your god?
No, I do not. That stays in my mind. However, there is a place that I would want to speak to my god, and it is not in the forest or along the way to the bastion, unless the way back to the bastion is that hillside where I had made the promise that I would build a statue in his name.
The hillside's
If
out
that
of the
is
way,
nearby.
but there's nobody demanding you go back to the bastion. You can always go to the hillside first.
I'll exit the tree line, and for talk's sake, it's in view. I'll see it, and the words that Weslyn said will echo in my mind. I'll look over at the bastion and the tents. It's late. They're all asleep. I've done what I can do for tonight. I'm going to get a breath of fresh air. I'll walk over to the hillside.
You head over there. What thoughts cross your mind?
Thoughts about a greater purpose. There's been words thrown around to Eldrin that he was meant for something, meant for bigger things, better things. He's not done yet. And that he's here before. There's things that he doesn't remember. All these things are, it's almost like they're just echoing in his mind. He's thinking about all these things. Yeah. He's thinking of all these.
You climb up the the hill. The wind gets a bit stronger as you reach the other side, the protection no longer there from the stone. You lean over towards the statue itself. The little mound that you've made for it, at least. This
Yeah.
figure that you've made in lieu of a formal statue one day. What are you going to do?
I'm going to kneel down before it and kind of sit on my legs, if that makes sense. Kind of sit down on my knees and on my feet kind of thing, and I'm kind of just perched up. I'm just looking at the mound, but I don't see a mound because I'm visualizing what the statue will look like. Visualizing how tall it is, how wide it is, the curvature of the stone. It's just imagining all of this. And even though the wind is hitting him from all angles, just says, what is my purpose? What is my path? Where am I meant to go? What am I meant to do? Have I been here before?
You feel a warmth in the air. You can hear the water in the distance. You can feel the wind on your face. There's a chill in the air because it's dark. The moon's high in the sky. But your focus is here. But not now. It's focused on the past. You're asking questions about how you got here. And it's focused on the future because you're asking questions about where you're going. But your mind focuses. And instead you're given an opportunity to ask a question about a specific goal, event, or activity that'll occur in the next 7 days. Without intention, Eldrin casts divination. An opportunity for you to speak to your god. So I ask you, what do you want to know?
I was not expecting this. He takes a moment, ponders. There's so many questions, so many things. He lands on the one thing that's took up his entire evening. It's taking care of the people of the island of Saganatoshi. He wonders if they'll be safe. He'll be wondering if they can be all kept out of the book, got out of the book safely. So he asks, will the island be safe?
A visage appears before you, made of light. radiance. But it takes a face familiar to you. And you realize it's not the holy entity you were expecting, but one you've been wanting to speak to. As Sister Valeth walks forward.
Away. Just she's physically there, or just the visage, like you mentioned, yeah.
I think the answer of that depends on how much effort you put in here, young Master Eldrin.
I'll give it my all. I'll fight for this island. I'll fight for everybody on this island. This island is right now my home, and I will fight for my home. Whatever fighting means, I will do what I must for these people and for this island.
And what is it you see happening for this island?
Prosperity. A safe haven for all people of our kind. The start of a new beginning. The start of a change. That's what I see.
There have been a few that walked in the same path. You follow in the footsteps of some great people. The Maleficums come to mind. Do you think it's possible?
If we band together day by day, brick by brick, we can build this island to be what it needs to be. If I work on myself to be a better version of myself every day, we can get a step closer to what we want this island to be. And if we can change this island, we can change others.
And you don't feel this dream to be gullible or misguided? This is what you want? Unification of all magical, non-magical, everything in between?
Would you not seek the same?
I would. But that's because
I would.
we live in a universe that was created to be unified, that is. If anywhere is a strong representation of unity, is this exact place, is it not? With all
Exactly.
that you know, all that you've learned on your path, Eldrin.
This place deserves to be a symbol of unity. That's what I want. It deserves it. We deserve it.
The answers to everything that you want to know literally pump through your veins. You're a walking representation of everything that this world can be. Your power is unfathomable if you let it. That can be used in the most destructive ways, or the most healing. And like that power, it's a choice. It's a choice who you surround yourself with. It's a choice who enables you through this world. Bad influence breeds darkness. But the good in this world breeds the brightest light. Surround yourself by those who only want to share in that brightest light, and you yourself will accomplish so much more than if you surround yourself by those who would shackle you and pull you down. She inhales and takes a deep breath. It's just stunning. The air, the freedom. What would you need to breathe life to this vision of yours?
As she says that, he looks around the island and sees that there is no life in the island. And he turns to her. We have no resources. We have no material for anything to keep these people safe, to start any form of building and shelter to keep these people safe and healthy and strong. We need a strong foundation to be able to build on. That is my main worry and concern. I can help these people get strong. I've helped people tonight. I will help people tomorrow and the next day. But I need those people to be able to make other things strong. And strong together, that's how we will get where we want to be. I need life on this island, or a way to bring life to this island.
If you were to look deep into the world and the universe and everything around us, there's a commonality about what breeds life. We are all created as something small, a seed. And from that seed grows a life, an existence, a path. Trees grow and people crash their cart into it. It didn't grow for 50 years just for that accident to occur, but chaos can be bred from something so old as well. But one seed can cause as much damage as it can cause good. And I think that's important to remember. We choose our path because morally, it is our compass that guides us. And as we walk that path, we are not only guided by the choices of the seed that became us, but the seed that became those around us. And I cannot stress this enough. What is a house made of, Aldrin?
And me? I think of bricks under. The houses are made of black stones from the mines. If I go to Saganatoshi, it's different material. Beautiful designs and architecture of wood and brick together. Wood and stone.
When I look down this hill, I see both of those materials.
How can I build a strong foundation when the material itself is not strong? The wood The wood is dead. It's not stable. It cannot be used for building. We could not build a simple raft to escape this island to get to Saganatoshi previously. I've also been told not to touch other places. There's woods that I've been told not to touch. They're sacred. There has to be another way, another solution. I could, of course, start mining construction over this beautiful mountainside. But the resources alone to begin that, the strength and manpower to begin that, I would need every single soul trapped within inside that book to be released tonight. But I would have nowhere to house them. But I would have the manpower to be able to begin something. I would have someone with the knowledge to begin something.
Would you not argue that bread is sacred to the homeless? But it is waste to those who are rich and in abundance. The value of what is sacred is held in the hearts of those who would cherish it.
I understand the perception and position. I understand that.
If you were to strip a house to its bare essentials, it is wood, nails made of iron, and stone to help the foundation itself. It is something that doesn't define what goes within it, but it confines what is already within it. Which can be a good thing. It can provide heat, comfort, a home. But a home is not defined by heat and comfort. It's defined by the things you put in it, the things you invite into it. Sacred things can live within a home. Sacred things can also be used to make a home, because those without the home would find that the most sacred thing they could have is within that, and not these dying trees, and not this dying earth. The value of what is sacred changes, but it all goes back to one simple point. The seed grows in the dirt because the seed is surrounded by that is right. The seed becomes a powerful, beautiful tree. The tree bears fruit. The fruit spreads out. The fruit withers away but grows more seeds, more trees to be surrounded by better dirt. Thus a forest is made. But Eldrin, it all starts with one seed. She takes your shoulder and she turns you, and you see what looks like a small pink hue deep within the forest that you just came from. And from it emerges the first sakura tree, and the second, and the third. As the forest changes, the pink hue returns as it spreads across the island itself. The trees grow, but a new life is born on this island, one that was not here before. The pink hue reflected from the moonlight creates this warmth to it. Those of you that hear next to the bastion, you would hear the gasps, and then the cheers, and the people sobbing and crying. A gift from the bee, a gift from Minerva, a gift from. Now you have something new that is sacred, Eldrin. The future of this island is firmly within your hands. But unfortunately, the future of the main 4 islands are also firmly within your hands. They are being carried on the shoulders of the people you walk with. Not just you. Each of them has their own price to pay, their own burden of responsibility. This road will be daunting for all of you. But a seed is only as strong as the dirt that grows around it to protect it and keep it safe. You live within that seed, Eldrin. You have built your home upon it. Protect it. Those around you will protect you, and you will be what is around them to protect them. All of you, together, are far stronger than you are apart. I will do my best to help you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I will plant these seeds. I will tend to these seeds. And I will water these seeds. As with my companions, I will tend to them. And I will water them with support, friendship, love. I will be there for them, and in return, they will be there for me.
I can't always warn you of the dangers to come. It is not my job to intervene. But this place is different. I don't want you to restore it, Eldrin. I want you to build something new. Because the smallest pebble can turn into the biggest avalanche, as it were. She points down to the encampment. And you turn around and she's gone. And you make your way back. And you hear the people as they surround themselves with the trees. It's almost moving in slow motion for you as you walk through. You glance into one of the tents to note that Sister Valeth is still asleep. You open the door to the bastion. And it creaks a little as you close it, and has a strong, heavy pfft as the door seals. And somewhere far away, deep within the hallways of a never-ending labyrinth, is a book. And within that book you pray for answers. And the pages themselves are almost marked with what was asked, what was said, and of things that are one day to be asked by Eldrin Drosk, on behalf of himself, on behalf of his party, and on behalf of the Wandering Isles. But for now, we shall wrap it there.
He said the thing.
I did say the thing.
Thanks, Eldrin, for seeding the land.
Sakura.
So stoked, so happy.
Eldrin spreading his seed. Love to see it.
A seed
Almost
in
as
the
bad as
world.
Weslyn, but not quite. I think Weslyn has more kids than Eldrin has trees. We'll see.
At least 500.
Technically, we're all Wes's kids.
This is true.
If I didn't appreciate my setup, I would 100% like just get the bottle and just go squirt.
Don't.
I
You need a
appreciate
computer.
my setup
Flying
too
Orc
much.
will
Still
not
get
pay
rich.
for any damage you cause in excitement of the Wandering House.
Yeah, Kian will
Winning
personally
a
pay for
card.
it.
Watering your friends. What are you gonna do? Start doing that?
No,
In your
Jesus.
sleep.
yes, the door is locked.
Damn it.
Whew. That was cool. Like that was crazy. You cast divination that way.
Yeah,
You're mad.
it's
lad.
funny. It's funny because I know Ken 100% was like, because at the YouTube will know, because they'll definitely watch the other video of us doing our level ups. I mentioned that obviously I ran and jumped the gun on a few things on mine, and one of those things was selecting certain things on my sheet. And of course, that's where I feel like Ken was like, I was going to pick it. Okay, yeah.
Kyle didn't do a copy sheet. I see. He raw dogged
I did.
it. My God.
You don't have to out yourself at the end of the campaign. It's total, or at the end of the campaign. My God, so sorry. That's not what I meant. At the end of the session.
Spoilers.
Sorry.
It's
Imagine we don't have another
years,
session. This is actually the end, and I just announced it that way.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
It's funny though, but I love it because it was like I would have wanted to do this anyway, and yeah,
That's
sorry,
cool, man. I'm excited to see what other things you clicked on in the new year.
Yeah, there was a new spell in 2024 called Nuke Everybody.
Oh,
It's actually really cool.
oh, you
pretty good
got
spell.
my spell as well. Oh, that's-
Yeah, it's like a fireball, but like times 100 Moab or something like that.
Jeez, a D100. My God.
Oh no, there's another 0.
Sheesh. Imagine getting that one and that. Oh. Out of 1,000, I got one.
That's keen.
That's RD1000. Okay.
Is there such a? You got 210.
Wow,
Wow.
that's so
Not
bad. It'd kill us all though, like you know.
It would,
But
but
you know,
That's what happens when Dash gets to use scrolls.
God, that's horrifying, and I had never thought about that. That is so scary.
oh man.
We should get Dash some scrolls.
I don't know. He's
No.
busy sleeping now with his glowing chest and his radiation sickness.
Yeah. Dash is going to end up just doing an Iron Man thing, like out of the chest, just sunburst.
I can't wait for obviously next year. I can't wait for like yourselves to like wake up the next morning then and see everything and be like,
It's beginning to look a lot like Saigonatoshi.
Everywhere
Yeah, like-
you go.
Close enough.
it's gonna look
Almost,
really cool.
almost like somebody did pick that dead island on purpose to recreate his home so he doesn't feel lonely. I don't know.
Oh,
I will
like that.
say that in the like sort of grand scheme of it, the first one that grew was the one that Hatsu planted like
Oh,
long ago when he
wow.
was here.
Jeez, that was a long time
That
ago.
was the first
Long
seed
ago.
that grew. So it all went back to the seed that was planted, the one that was given to this land.
Over here messing with the Western Woods.
Oh, they're not
you're gonna be
Western
real
anymore. It's
angry
just-
about this.
They're just woods now.
Just-
no
just
way,
what's that?
buddy.
What's
Your
the
friends
reaction?
aren't looking in these woods. I can tell you that.
The
There
other-
are Hatsu's friends looking in these woods.
The other
Only
crazy
bee.
part about it that's really strange is a house just built right next to Weslyn's shack, and it's like right there.
my God! The HOA set new
Oh.
rules. All trees have to be pink now. Oh my God!
Please let it
And in
be
bloom.
for all this.
No petals on the ground longer than 20 hours.
It's bird ladies. It's her gaff, man.
Oh
Herb
no.
lady.
And take your bins in first thing in the morning.
Yeah, you better do that. If you can't be
Oh.
visible,
Which bin is it? It's the green bin this week. Ah,
It's always the green bin.
you're not allowed to have pet foxes. Not allowed. So many citations. So many
bird lady
violations.
just picks up Wes and takes him up into the sky.
Don't get us started on mouse horses.
Yeah,
Hey, all hail the mighty ducky.
mass horse fine.
That needs to
Yeah.
be a rhyme though from John. So many citations, so many violations.
I look forward to what Weslyn around with a clipboard just the entirety of the next session. Nope.
No.
Listen, Viathorn doesn't look very good in pink. Okay.
Oh wow.
Oh my.
So yeah, No D&D till next year, which is 2 weeks away.
It's absolutely mental in its own state. Like,
I mean, we could.
Man, the year flew through.
Stream.
but we do have a post show coming up, and I would encourage people, if they're in the Discord or something, please pop in your questions because they will answer them. If you have any questions
We're
about the current state of
recording
the
it
campaign.
tomorrow night. Ask
Holy
now.
moly, we are recording tomorrow night. Where's time going? Yes, we are recording that tomorrow night. That'll be next week, and then we'll hopefully have some more content as well. We will have a look and see what needs to happen there. But we will be
Ask us things in the Discord.
Please do. And in the meantime, I would like to encourage you all to have a really good festive period. And if you're in a bad space, don't jump. Obviously, it's just a reminder at the beginning of the session.
Don't listen to me.
If you're in a good space,
Jump.
just share that. Share that love with people, because sometimes this can be a hard time for people and sometimes not. But find those people and make sure that you are sharing the wealth, because it all starts with a seed, and you could be that seed.
Speaking of seeds,
Seeds
Mr.
are
Johnson
everywhere.
planting his seed with the community nights in the Discord.
Correct. Mr. John has been, and it was the guys had your first community night properly officially coming up, but you've been having a few mini ones with Shaq, which has been really cool. I've watched you play what are you playing, Demios at the moment?
Battle marked.
Yeah, that's cool.
There's 2 slots open. People want to come play.
Hell yeah. Community welcome.
Yeah. And we'll be playing some free ones, like games that you don't have to own a copy for here. As soon as these polls end, sometime in January, we'll set up the first official community night.
In the community thing, we have a poll up, which has 5 days left, to find out what day suits people, and then also what games. And there's a few on there like Jackbox and Worms and Minecraft, Monopoly, TTRPGs, and like Escape Room and Blood and Clock Tower, and stuff like that, Among Us.
Nice.
There's a long list.
Ooh.
John put together a really long list, and set that up. Which is a good time to announce that John is actually our community coordinator and has been organizing these things and is doing very good and very professional, and keeps reminding me to do things because I keep forgetting, because I'm not very good and I'm not very professional to set up roles and channels and all sorts of stuff. But we have set up all of this and it appears to be running, and I haven't heard any complaints, so that's good. It's good.
There were complaints, but
I haven't heard them.
booted them.
Yeah,
We just mark them as red.
Marcus.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
That's a little too real for me, actually. I do that. Yeah, no, absolutely. Please
I
do
have a
join.
complaint, Rory. Jump.
But those of you, I hope you really have a good holiday period if you celebrate that kind of thing. If you don't, I hope you have a good period of time. And those of you that we won't catch, please have a happy new year as well. And we hope to see you in 2026. Oh my God.
My God.
What happened to
Better see you
2025?
then.
That went fast, man.
I'm still stuck on 2020, so don't even go there.
Just signing things the wrong, like, century.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for a wonderful 2025. We had a really good year. This has been a crazy, crazy growth for us. The socials are doing incredibly amazing. I think we hit 1 million views over that year, right? Was it?
Yeah,
million.
that was like back in October. We had a million social views. Were on like
Incredible that a million people have seen our faces.
Yeah.
yeah.
You hope it's only your face. But that camera that we
Whoa,
anyway.
what's that wire doing?
Hashtag only beards.
These feet for
Only
free.
you.
What?
It's also
This
crazy
economy.
that me and Rory and Keen almost offed ourselves with chilies during the year as well.
That's right.
Oh,
And
yeah, that
I'm
was
next
this
on
year.
the chocolate block, chopping block, and we're not far away. I think we are 29 followers away from our goal.
Yep. So follow us, join
How
Discord,
to
ask the
buy
questions.
followers?
We have grown quite a few real followers over this year as well, and we appreciate that, and subs, and we've had lots of amazing poems from our chat, and I see the 18S every week
Hell yeah.
greets us with these amazing poems that we really love. Thank you so much.
Elegance.
And we never get tired of that stuff. We appreciate it, and we love all of you. Thank you so much. Like, go show love to, like, Rhino. He's not here. It's his birthday today. Go show some love to Deranged Rhino. I know he's doing subathons and all sorts of stuff. If someone could put his thing in chat, please. And I know that it's been really cool to see, like, all of this growing and to see all of this, like, go ahead. And we had a long talk last night. Quite a few of us in Discord were just talking about what to do for next year and the year beyond, the year after, actually. So it has been really cool to, like, see what's coming and what's growing, and we appreciate all of that stuff. Shaq's going to hear that and take that way out of context. We appreciate you. We love you all. Thank you so much, and thank you for being in the Discord and stuff too. That's the best place. We love to hang out there and talk and the community has really, really, really expanded in there. It's been so nice. So thank you so much. We're looking forward to 2026 with you all. We're going to raid Bonus Reaction, who is having a bit of a bant. They are talking about their last Daggerheart stream, and they're answering Q&A and stuff. But it seems like a nice setup and a nice vibe, and why not? Let's give them some Christmas love. It is absolutely, it is befitting that Rhino's birthday is in December, because he definitely is Santa. I mean,
Just turned 19.
Yeah.
He literally is.
Yeah, it's crazy.
He turned 1900. He's actually been around for years.
Yes, he is a demigod.
Yep. I believe it.
Santa would be a demigod. Does that make sense?
Technically,
He's an archfey.
Didn't you ask? Actually, I think it was on our Discord. Our socials. You asked if what the class and stuff is of Santa. Was that it?
I can see Santa being a rogue. Yeah.
Rogue. Yeah.
I don't know. It's got
Sneaking
time
in.
dilation.
We'd have to be able to sneak in and stuff. And then it has a bag of holding, of course.
Yeah, it has time dilation because of the travel.
Also, kind of some sort of ability to sort of get into places that he shouldn't be. So rogue makes sense. Yeah.
Gaseous form.
Gaseous form also works. Yeah. Anyway.
Dashiest form.
No. Okay, we're done. That's it. You cancel the whole stream. Just delete the VOD.
Give me my puns. Give me my pun.
Okay,
Kathy.
yeah, actually that counts. I'll give you your last pun of this year.
That's what
No.
Gross. Oh, it didn't work.
That's fantastic.
Amazing.
Damn it. My hopes are dashed.
Right. Can we just
Pull the plug, quick.
I'm trying. Thank you so much.
Just raid.
We love you. We're rating Bonus Reaction. Send them some love. Thank you so much. And thank you for being with us this year. We're looking forward to next year. Take care.
ciao ciao.
Dashing to the raid.
Oh, I forgot.